Sup, guys? How are you all doing today? How you doing,
Hello, Mike.
Blackheart?
Hello. Just a minute because I'm okay. Here we go.
Just to
Here we go.
address
Here
the
we go.
chat,
I'm streaming too,
that's
so sorry, man. Here we go. Okay.
just to address the chat. That's not Beyblade. That is Naruto
Wait, wait,
Shippuden.
wait. Just a minute. Give me 1 sec. Okay, 1 sec only. Okay.
No worries, bro. Do your thing. Yeah. So we are here to talk about the whole cheating situation today. There has been a couple of developments. I say a couple of
Okay.
developments, a lot.
Guys, can you hear Mike in chat? Can someone of you guys please tell me if you hear Mike in chat? Because otherwise I'm gonna adjust his audio. Okay. Just a minute.
Uh,
Just a minute, guys. I'm just a minute, Mike. I'm just trying to set up. Okay, the stream. Sorry.
yeah, no problem, bro. Do your thing.
Uh,
What's going on, guys? How are you all doing? Yeah, everyone can hear you. Bro. Look at this guy. He's so disorganized. I told him 9 o'clock. Look at him.
Yeah, bro. I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry. Okay, I'm Italian. You have to remember this.
What does that mean? I'm half black. What stereotype around black time?
No, we Italians are like this. We are very chaotic. Okay, I am very chaotic. Okay, and I don't give a shit. That's the way I like myself. Okay.
Busy making pizza.
Uh,
But he KO'd himself. I'm sure he'll come back. Blackheart is a little bit unhinged. I'm sure he probably knocked over the internet box when he heard me bring up pizza. But so just to brief you guys on what's going on today, Blackheart messaged me a couple of days ago, and he informed me of these new cheating tactics. And he's told me about people cheating ever since we did the last couple of videos. But you guys need to remember that the videos that we did accumulated over 1 million views. Between me putting it on Twitter and YouTube and doing 4 separate posts, it had over 1 million views. Most of it came from Twitter, obviously. One of the posts had like 400,000. The other one had another 200,000. Then all the shares plus the YouTube video. It was a million views. And radio silence from the Tekken team on cheating. Radio silence, not even an acknowledgement. Destructoid wrote articles about it. Some other gaming article, I can't remember what one it was, wrote articles about it. They had mine and Blackheart's name in there. No, it's not the same Discord server. And there was radio silence from the Tekken team. So, firstly, what I'm going to say is I have no hate in my heart for these Tekken cheaters. I know that some of them are probably sitting in Discord thinking, I hate that Mike guy. I don't hate you back. Bandai Namco and the Tekken team have left the floodgates open for you. And with all things in life, if you don't bar up your store, if you don't protect the home base, if you don't have gates, people will flood in and they'll take your shit and they'll ransack you. All these guys are doing is what people have been doing since the dawn of time when there's not proper security. I can't even hate them for it because they're putting in more work into their cheating than Bandai Namco and the Tekken team are into fixing Tekken and giving it a proper anti-cheat system. So I don't actually hate the cheaters, but in the same breath, we have to show people what's going on. The cheating has gotten so sophisticated that people need to know what's going on.
Hello. I'm having some technical difficulties, to say the least. But okay. I think we are good. Guys in chat, can you hear Mike? Can please someone tell me, please? Okay. Okay.
Can they hear me?
I'm waiting for an answer. But in the meantime, I think we all good. Okay. So, what's up, Mike? What's up, first of all? What's up?
Yeah, I'm good, man. I was just watching Tibitano and John Ding in the grand finals of the mix-up. That was painful to watch. Asuka looks absolutely ridiculous.
Yeah, but Tibetano is a very good player. I play a lot with Tibetano in ranked.
Yeah, he's good. I played him a couple of times in Tekken 7. And it's not his fault. He's just doing what he needs to do to win.
Yeah, but Asuka is terrible. Yeah, I agree with you, bro. Yeah, Asuka is in a terrible state.
So I was just explaining to these guys what is going on. If you want to explain to people Blackheart, because a lot of this is your discoveries as well.
Yeah, I don't know. You can make some introduction, man. I don't know. You can do it. No worry, man. No worries.
I've already introduced everyone. Everyone in my chat knows what's going on.
Okay, so basically, guys, basically, as I told you already, basically all of this started because we found a cheater that was, of course, infesting ranked. I made a video on this guy. But then, of course, I understood the situation better. He explained all of his points, and he wanted to redeem himself. He told me that he was basically testing the cheat live on in ranked. Of course, I don't think this is still a justification, but after he got, let's say, found, and I confronted him, he decided to change his ways. So I'm very proud of him for what he did for us all. He decided to change his ways and the way he sees cheats, and he's willing to help us understand how the cheats work and the point in which cheats are right now. So basically, we got a lot of info, a lot of information, a lot of leaks from another one of the massive cheat discourse there are right now present around Tekken community and so on. And this Discord of cheaters counts up to 300 plus people that are cheating not only in Tekken but also on other fighting games too, such as Street Fighter, Tekken again, and so on. This cheater Discord is called Street Counter, and is full of people that constantly are there mocking our job, that is of course finding out what they do and how they do it, and full of people making cheats for every Tekken character, and people actually up there, doing whatever they want. So with this thing we are doing today, we want to expose what they do, but especially to keep Namco aware of the situation we are right now with cheats on Tekken 8. Because the situation, guys, right now, it's very, very deranged. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Situation is very bad because basically, as we'll see now, cheats have become so sophisticated that basically you can cheat and still you're still look like a legit player. That's the real concerning thing. You can cheat but still look like a legitimate player, because as we'll see now very soon, there are multiple levels of cheating and multiple levels of the same software with which you can cheat. We'll see all of this very soon.
Do you want to start at the top?
Yeah.
Okay. There's a lot to get through here, guys, so please bear with us. There's a lot to get through. So I'll start at the very, very top of the situation, which started with the video that was demonstrating some of the cheating. Now, I have to stress to people that, again, this cheating has gotten so sophisticated that if you are in online tournaments, there is a chance that you won't be able to tell anymore if somebody is cheating against you. Yeah. It's gotten that good. So say you enter an online tournament, I think is TNS is online, right? Yeah. You might enter TNS, and they've made the cheating so sophisticated in what we're about to show you that they can, I can't remember what the name is that they use, but basically replicate an actual player. So make it look like they're actually making mistakes, and then the cheat will kick in and correct things for them. And something about, I can't remember what it was called, like faking frames or some shit. Essentially, they've basically created sliders and filters to make it so that you will no longer be able to tell what's going on. They might accidentally slip up here and there, but you have to remember that the cheaters are working harder than the Tekken team and Bandai Namco in this department. So we'll start with the first video that you sent to me, Blackheart.
The only thing, if this video showcases the cheater's name, I don't know if he wants us to make it clear. But again, guys, I don't know. Is the guys in my chat? So I'm gonna ask you, bro. Do you want us to make it clear the video about you? Because if you don't, we're gonna skip that. Because again, guys, this guy was caught cheating, okay? But he repented himself after this. After he helped us understand the things that are happening in those discords. So I gotta say that in the end, it was more useful than it was deranged towards the community. I gotta say, like, he started as a villain, but now he gave us so much information about what's happening that is actually helpful to our investigation now. So basically, he's saying we can showcase the video, but again, guys, I want to stress that the guy you're seeing cheating in this video is now helping us understand what's happening. So I forgave him, and I and I made the video about it in private. So, but yeah, he's using a very bad version of the Dragon of Cheat, a very bad version of the Dragon of Cheat.
Yeah, so if you just want to walk them through what we're seeing here, because there's a lot of pausing going on.
If he wants to join, he can ask me, and I can send him the Discord link if he wants. Can I do that? The
Yeah,
StreamYard
you can
link.
do that. But basically, what this video is demonstrating, guys, is it's showing you when the cheat gets activated and how the character is reacting to it. Now, I think the person that he's doing this to is actually Coenji. I don't know if Coenji is in chat right now, but you'll be able to see how he's able to punish. And then we'll go into a bit of detail on why it looks so sophisticated. But the video is like pausing and breaking down where the cheat is basically doing the work for him. A lot of this is them just pressing F1, F2, F3, and F4. So they're not really doing anything. They're not doing anything. Okay, I think he's joined. Let me see if I can add him in. What's up, bro?
Yo, what's up?
How you doing, man? You all right?
Yeah, I'm good. How are you?
Yeah, not bad, man. Thanks for joining us. We were just basically telling everyone that, or Blackheart was explaining the whole situation, and that you've basically come forward with all this information on how this cheating stuff all works. So, in this video, could you just talk the chat through what is going on here?
Well, I was testing this like drag script, see how it's going, but this is a free script, right? First off the bat, it's a free script. It's just something that you can download off there, like Discord. And this script is really bad because it like frame traps you every time a move is done. So you can't duck, you can't sidestep, you can't do anything. But still, like, understand, if you're a good player, then this will not help you because it does a lame combo, as you can see here, that doesn't even work.
Mm-hmm.
And also, let's say that let's say Dragonov does back 3-4. You can't actually duck the 4 because it just blocks you from moving or doing anything at all.
Right. Okay.
But still, like, let's say if you're not a good player, right? You're a bad player. You get like access to free scripts like this by joining the community. So if you're like a Garyu rank player, then this will be very good for you. And it's not even a paid script. It's just by being a member there, you get access to free scripts like that.
Okay, so if you're a member there, you get free scripts, but it's my understanding there's also a paid version as well.
There's a paid version indeed, and the paid version is a huge problem. I think it's so good, like people don't understand the level of how sophisticated these cheats actually are. Just like you said, you could be in TNS, somebody could be cheating and you wouldn't even know.
Yeah.
Like you might think like, hey, this is suspicious, but then you check in the replay and there's nothing that tells you that this guy is actually cheating.
Mm-hmm.
Casey, he asks, what is the script with written in? We have the actual cheat file. So if you want, I can send you the file and maybe you can work it out yourself if you want.
So Blackheart, do you want to move? Should we move on to the screenshots? Like, where do you want to move on to next?
Yeah. Okay. Maybe we can show how the cheats are working.
Okay, so I'll show the Discord screen.
Should I explain a little bit about the paid scripts?
Yeah, I think we're gonna get to a screenshot and then we'll talk a little bit about it. This is a review, right?
This is one of my there is an impersonator of me on that side, and he's addressing Kill Him for Free. That is the main owner of this website. And
right, okay.
Yeah, maybe you can read it, Mike, if you want. I'm not reading it clear if you want.
It says he is genuinely a great person. He was helpful in setting
Kill
up
him for free. Kill him for free.
Yeah. He was helpful in setting up an account and took my advice on a few things to add in new patch. I asked him 10 times and he provided assistance without getting annoyed or upset. I really like the way he provides customer service and listens to my opinion. Gave me a trial to look around the tool. He was nice the whole time. So they got a whole call center department basically set up for this shit. Like you dial in and these guys will help you as if you're calling through to Virgin Media or something.
Yeah, absolutely.
This is mad. Oh my god. All right, let me move on to the next one. this is you confronting the person pretending to be you, right?
Yeah, and he basically said that he was promoting me. Actually, he was promoting me in doing this. He gave me he did me a favor doing this, but of course he didn't. He was just a cheater like everybody else and used my name, used my identity to do so. So of course, a very malicious person, a very malicious troll. So of course, guys, it's not me on that website. I'm not me doing this review. So it's actually just just an idiot.
Yeah, so this is an impersonator. And then this is these screenshots basically show a review. There's people in there giving the person kill him for free reviews. So the same way you would go onto Google and say the customer service was great, they've got a whole system in there, and these guys are basically just giving them reviews and saying that it's it's really sophisticated. Now,
There's even one streamer. There's even one streamer on Twitch on those reviews. A streamer
was
with
this
like
one,
1K subs, with like 1K subs on that website. Yeah, basically saying, "Oh my god, the cheat is so good. I'm destroying everybody ranked." You know.
Yeah, I think it was. Did you say it was this guy here? Is this the right one?
Yeah, exactly. King
Oh,
Gadon.
it's
I think
King.
most people probably will have like fake Discord accounts that they join with.
Yeah, probably, guys. Probably, of course, we don't know for sure, but there may be some people, that of course are pro players that are in this Discord with fake accounts.
For sure.
Because
for sure.
I checked every single one of these accounts on this Discord, and every one of them was either fake or like only in this Discord. But that's not all, because there were actually some people that were also in my server and in this server. I banned them all already, of course.
Yeah.
And not only this, but there were also people in other Discords that are the main cheater creators of this Discord. So of course I told like people like Upplay and so on that there were some people cheating in his Discord, and he banned them already. So very good on Upplay for doing that. He banned them immediately after I told him this. So yeah.
Just quickly, Chicken Senpai, thank you for the $4.99. Is that a rooster and a dragon? Appreciate you, bro. I don't know what that means though. Right, yeah. So these are just reviews that people were leaving them.
Yeah, you can read all of those reviews yourself, guys, if you want. But yeah, it's there are a lot of them. A lot of them.
So what we'll do now is we'll get on to the there's a video here of a streamer using them, you said. Okay, so let me bring up the video. So we're not going to play the entire match, but basically, I think again, correct me if I'm wrong, Smashov, this is one of the free scripts, but it's just basically showcasing how it can help players at a lower level. So can you guys see that?
I'm not sure if it's a free script. I think this is not a free script.
Oh, this one's not free. Okay. And Blackheart, you said this is
I'm not sure.
This guy doesn't know anything about Tekken. The guy is playing now, but he blocks everything perfectly and also low parries perfectly. But he doesn't know anything about Tekken. He doesn't know one frame, anything.
And is it the Victor player, Blackheart?
Yeah, the Victor player, yeah.
Yeah, so I think you guys will see here in a second. He randomly starts doing like blocks here, like you'll catch a low parry.
Yeah, crazy block. I'm coming soon, man. Just wait a minute. In the meantime, maybe you can showcase it. I'm coming soon.
All right, there we go. Yeah, I don't know if this is this doesn't. So you said that this might be a paid one.
I'm not sure though. I'm not sure.
It's crazy how sophisticated they've actually gotten with it though. And how long have you like been testing it out for?
I've been looking at it for probably like a month.
Okay.
And just getting a grasp of what everything really is and how it really works. You know, another thing I would like to mention is they have like characters for they call it the official Lubos. But then they also have personal scripts. And I was talking with the dev like how do these personal scripts work? And then they're like, well, we can make a personal script depending on like how much work a character is. And then one of the devs told me like Yoshi, for example, is a very hard character to make a script for because of all the stances and no sword stance, etc. Right? And then he told me, so like he said, yeah, I made a script for a pro player that paid 1,200.
1,200.
Yeah, for like a really, really good Yoshimitsu script. And I told him, like, if you don't mind me asking, like, who's this pro player, but he wouldn't give me any info.
Mm.
I'm still
So
trying to figure out who it could be.
yeah, that's crazy. So basically, online tournaments are just they're basically going to turn into a sham at this point. Whilst we're watching this footage, could you explain to people a little bit about the more sophisticated scripts and what happens when you purchase them?
Well, basically, what happens is, let's say you do a. Oh wait, let me start right off the bat. So it knows the every single move there is in Tekken. Like every single move, it knows the distance that the move covers. It
Hmm.
knows the frames that it has, and it knows either it's a high, mid, or low. Every single move that there is in the game, right? So what that means is, if you're standing at a distance and the other player presses a move, like the bot already knows, okay, this move is not gonna hit me, and it has these amounts of frames, so this is how it can whiff punish this move. And it will do that at a random frame every single time. So you can't tell like, hey, look, he's doing it at the same frame every time he's cheating.
Right.
Right? It will be randomized every time. And it
So
will
like,
calculate like what option will work. Like maybe option won't work at a certain distance, but a different option will work. So it has like moves set for every situation. And it even randomizes that like.
that's insane. That is absolutely insane. So essentially, they're going to become undetectable in less than a year because they keep improving these. Last time I checked, they were doing updates, and I think Blackheart told me it's been updated like 4 or 5 times by now.
Yeah.
It's already undetectable, but it depends on how you're using it. Like a noob might be playing on like settings that will be easier to detect, but a really good player could set things off like auto block, right? He could set
Hmm.
off auto block, but he could set it to automatically whiff punish, and then you even can set like legit settings, medium settings, um, always settings, and rage settings. And basically, what this means is like the percentage of it, of how many times it activates.
That's in that.
Yeah, now we're gonna see all in detail because I have screenshot of that too, of course.
Yeah, we're gonna go over them.
And another interesting thing is they don't only have the whiff punish option. Obviously, it automatically punishes, but you can also set that like how many times it happens. But the craziest thing is they have this counter mode. And counter mode basically means, let's say you're standing in my face and you do a 43 move, right? I will automatically do a 12-free move.
Yeah.
So you
Crazy.
got Kazuya's like pressing like down for 2 at the perfect distance, at the perfect frame, and just hitting with you and hitting you with like randomly.
That's insane. And in your experience, how widespread do you think these more sophisticated cheats are online?
You know, I think under the pros, bro, I think there's definitely a handful of guys secretly using this. Because I've been watching their streams and I'm just seeing like now that I have this knowledge, I'm seeing them like hit like punishes every time. I see them that hit whiff opportunities every time. Like I'd be missing a lot of whiff opportunities because I miscalculated like the distance, right? I think I can
Hmm.
hit like a down for 2 and I was just too far, right? But these guys will hit it every time. So then I already like it's very suspicious to me that you don't miss any of these moments,
Yeah.
but they're definitely being used.
You know what's funny to me is that like because there's so much cheating going on right now, when someone's not cheating but they've I remember I micro ducked and launched something and immediately in my mind I was like he's gonna think I'm cheating because it's gotten so out of control that when you do
Yeah,
something
you
that
can.
is perfect,
Yeah, you
you now
cannot tell any.
suspect
Yeah.
people.
Because of that, I hardly don't ever low parry. I just press down back every time.
Nah.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah,
All right. Let me just read out these super chats and then we'll go on to the next clip. TomTom, thank you for the $5. A lot of players are cheating in the battle lounge as well. How insecure people are becoming is disturbing. It's just weird, bro. I don't understand why you buy a game to pay to cheat. It just doesn't make any sense. I guess they enjoy trolling. Eric Hess, thank you for the $5. Can someone explain to my dumbass what happens if two of these cheating scripts go against each other? Does one beat the other? Thanks in advance. Do you want to answer that?
I've read in some of these Discord chats they actually organize tournaments of cheaters together, or like I don't, or like I don't know, people playing with cheats between each other. Like, I know, let's test it. Yeah, let's go, let's play, let's test this together. Let's go. Oh my god, you punished this so good. You know, so cringe, so cringe.
That's insane. That's wild, man.
Oh my god! So
That's insane. That's insane.
We've got a video here. I think this is one of your videos, Smashov. It's on your YouTube channel, but it's unlisted right now.
Okay, so basically, Mike, I screenshotted all of the most important things from these videos because the videos are very long and there's a lot of chat logs. So I sent you all the screenshots of all the most important things. But also in the videos Smashov provide us, also shows how the cheat works. So maybe we can do that later. We can see that later. But for now, maybe let's keep to the screenshots now. Maybe then we'll see the part in which he uses cheats, because most of those videos are about recording all the most important things they say on these cheats.
Okay, so we'll look at the screenshots for now. So do you want me to bring up the screenshots you sent me today, or the ones you sent
yeah, they're all in order. They're all in order.
Okay, cool. Let's have a look. So you started sending me them at 4:40. Okay, cool. I've got them here. Right, so this is going to basically break down how this all works. I'm going to control the screen, and then if you two want to like interject and talk about them, if you need me to read.
No, if you want, you can read. You can read. I don't mind. You can read, bro.
No, I'll read it. But if you just explain after I finish reading, explain to people what exactly we're talking about. So so it starts here. Configure features, defense off to legit. Now, just before I read on, can you explain to everyone here what legit means?
Legit, basically, if you look at the percentages, you need to have like 100% percentage, right? So, like it's set to 15% low block, block on reaction. So it will block every 22 frame. It has mid block on reaction 20 frame, and it will 10% duck highs.
Right. Okay. So basically, I think when they call these it makes it look like it's an actual player doing it, right?
Yeah.
Right. Because like it activates, like just as you can see, like 15% at the time, 10% at the time. So it's like a little assistance to yourself playing.
Yeah. So essentially, guys, like say for example, me, I've got 54 defense. This might help me get it to 64 defense, so to speak. Like I might be able to block something I wouldn't have normally been able to block that can save me the game, but the cheat's not always going to kick in, and that's going to be very, very hard to detect because it's not.
And even when it kicks in, it's random. It's randomized, bro. So even if it activates, you won't be able to tell that it did, right?
That's why this level is called legit, because it makes you look like a legit player, basically.
Yeah, and so then we got the next level, which is medium. It goes from 15% to 20%, and it blocks on reaction at 20 frames. Mid block on reaction 18 frames, and high to 20% duck. So everything has been slightly heightened now. So again, if you're playing a good player, say you're playing Blackheart, for example, you might still think that he's not doing anything because I got a destruction level player with all the characters in your mind. You're like, this is something he could do, but he could actually be flopping and the cheat's taken over. But again, it's also randomized as well, so it's even harder to detect. And then,
the real bamboozling thing. I actually met some of these cheater guys, but I have proof. But I didn't recognize them. In fact, they are saying on the Discord that sometimes you're gonna see the screenshot later. Oh my god, I fought this. I fought Blackheart and they didn't make a video on me. So maybe I didn't realize it was a cheater, probably.
Mm-hmm. And then,
so I actually found one of those cheater guys myself, and I probably bypassed them. I don't know. I didn't understand it was a cheater. And also, you're gonna see more proof of other YouTubers doing the same, like they not recognizing people being cheaters from this server.
But another thing I would like to mention is that defense mode basically is auto block, right? Mm-hmm. But you could set this completely to off, so that your blocking looks really legit, but then you're really good at like countering and whiff punishing, right? So that makes you even harder to detect.
Yeah. So down here for the fourth one, rage is it just basically they become invincible, right? You can't break their defense. They'll
Yeah.
just block everything. They'll duck everything. There's no way to get around it. But then down here, like Smashov was saying, counter. So you might keep the defense portion off, so you're still doing all the defending. But if you turn counter on, let's say for example, like someone's going in and you do cut Kazuya's down forward 2 on reaction. That's the cheat doing it. Is this one also randomized, or can you set it to do it whenever you want it to?
No, it's randomized, but you have different settings for it as well. So like legit, medium, and rage. So if you set it to legit, it will only kick in like maybe 10-20% of the time. So you might do like a long, a big low, right? Let's say you go for like a 20 frame low. It will just hop kick immediately. Boom.
That's
And you can't even tell. It's like this guy just like made a good read, right? Especially like you said, if you're playing like somebody like Blackheart, you will think, he's just good. He knew it was coming. I did it before, right?
Yeah. So this basically covers defense and counter. Down here you can see they've got a pro option where they've got medium that says this is thus legit counter opponent's attacks with jump/duck status attacks. If opponent does low kick, use jump attacks, e.g. Brian's up forward 4. And then pro does thus medium counter opponent's attack with parry if possible. And then rage is just you're fucked basically. You ain't getting through that.
Amazing work, cheaters. Amazing work. These guys put more passion in what they do than Namco Bandai itself.
For real. And then this is punishing. So again, same sort of premise. They can make it look legit. Aggressive, always pick the highest damage move possible from current state. Previously, the system prioritized stable routes by considering follow-up moves from the opponent's current string, even at the cost of damage efficiency. But aggressive mode only considers the current string and opts for the most efficient move possible available at the moment. While this aggressive mode approach might expose weaknesses to certain moves, its destructive potential is unmatched. This guy wrote it like he's fucking briefing Vegeta or something.
Yeah, he's trying to sell us like it's Namco Bandai's thing. Like that Fakumran trailer. The destructive potential of Fakumran's fist. Yeah, imagine.
Sidestep again. You can turn it off or have it on. I guess does it randomize the sidesteps as well?
I'm not so sure. I think it will sidestep like almost everything that's sidestep, and then it will like immediately launch.
Like what's the fun in playing this even? What's the fun? I don't understand.
Tweak options off. Only whiff tweak have this option. You can disable whiff punish by setting legit, mostly, always, rage. You can enable both counter mode and sidestep at the same time, but using only one aligns better with their intended purpose.
Oh my god, man.
This is defense and counter again. Okay, we need to go down. And then these are the characters that are currently being supported. So if you
play one
of these, you might be getting fucked around. These are the guys you want to watch out for. So it's Alisa, Asuka, Kuma, Panda, Brian, Feng, King, Lily, Nina, Paul, Lee, Clive, Xiaoyu, Devil Jin, Dragunov, Reina, Heihachi, and Kazuya. Now, I just want
to guys, of course, no June. Of course, no June. June players are legit. June players are legit, guys. Okay.
Yeah,
that's
but you could have a personalized script made for you, right?
No. June players don't do that. I didn't see one June player. on this website. Trust me, guys. Trust me.
Just to clarify for everyone else that is listening, there are still scripts for other characters, though, right? Like people can still get access to those.
Yeah.
You could like maybe make a personal request for a script, and they will make it for you, right?
Yeah.
And then it's just a one-time fee.
Yeah.
And
how much roughly would that be? Do you know?
Around, I think, like 100.
They say that for each character it costs $40 for each character.
That's insane. Daniel, thank you for the $4.99. What's up, Mike? When's the next music video coming up? For fuck's sake. There's no music video, bro. Urban
Music
Boys,
video.
don't
The
worry about
montage.
that. We don't need to talk about that. All right, let's move on. And then here, so you got a player here with a Full Metal Alchemist display picture called Re. It says, Doc is a bit outdated. I get people asking me if there's a bind for that, or that I think at class forgot to put them in the Discord messages, or he wanted us to figure out like an Easter egg, but here. And then it goes into some details on how this all works. So essentially you press F1, you toggle defense mode, and then you've got all the options here. F2 counter mode. So on your keyboard, you're just hitting these buttons and you're becoming invincible or making it look as legit as you want. F5 will cycle punish. F6 will cycle counter. F7 will cycle weak whiff. And then you've got the offensive actions here as well. You hit G, Z, X, C, and Q on your keyboard. It does all sorts of different things. So if you're used to using a mouse and keyboard, you're just there hitting different things. And then movement, side step left and side step right is set to 7 and 8. So they basically, the cheats have been bound to parts of the keyboard.
And you know something crazy? If you play with a Mishima and you press G, it will like wave dash and vortex for you.
Imagine playing the game like this. Imagine playing the game easy mode like this. Imagine.
So what do we have here? Okay, so he's given an example of how this works.
Yeah.
Okay, and there's players interacting. Like they're basically talking to each other and giving each other tips and tricks on how these things can all work.
No, but read the first thing. It's very crazy. Look what it says, because it's very crazy.
For example, with a situation where you are going to 1-to-1 and only the last light punch will hit on counter hit, you will have a specific combo for this situation, which is crazy. This means class thought about this specific situation and create a special combo for it.
So depending on the distance from the wall, it does a different combo.
That's
it's crazy. That's
also uses heat if available, right?
That's a marvel of engineering, though. Not gonna lie, that's technician's work, bro. It's
the script is alive. The script is a living, breathing entity at this point.
Jesus Christ, bro! It's almost like, I don't know. It's almost like AI. Better than AI.
Yeah, honestly. Now I know some people are saying you can cheat on PlayStation. To cheat on the PlayStation, you gotta go through a bunch of hoops, and most people are too lazy to do it. So there is cheaters on PlayStation, but it's far, far less than PC. So the only advice that I can give you is turn off crossplay unless you're playing with your friends.
Turn off the game.
That's also an option. You can turn off the game. You mean that no? Indeed, not the highest for me is the first Hakaishin. Hakaishin means god of destruction. I played full rage. I just smoke and watch the fighter play on his own.
Oh my god, man!
Oh my god, this motherfucker!
He just watches a film. He just wants to watch a film, basically. He doesn't even want to play. Mastermind. Master cringe. I'll call you Master cringe, not mastermind. Master cringe.
God 1 or 8, same shit. All gonna lose against the script.
No, I'm not. No, I'm not. I'm not losing to the script. Absolutely not.
Do you know what it reminds me of?
Wasn't this the guy, Blackheart, that said, "How do I for which characters can you use this?" And then like somebody gave him a reply, and then he said, I already reached the highest level.
Blackheart?
Yeah, crazy.
No.
Crazy. I don't know what to say. You know, that's why I'm serious. I don't know what to say.
Okay, so I'm on Brian F's channel.
Yeah, they are mocking legitimate streamers also. You cooked him. Of course he cooked him. Of course.
If someone knows Brian F, can you let him know? Or maybe he does know, but in case he doesn't, please let him know that they're targeting streamers. So it's
no, like they you know, like they mock others for saying, "Oh my god, I'm on this streamers, you know, I'm so cool." This GF guy. Kill him for free. You cooked him. Yeah, you cooked him. You cringe lord. Of course he cooks him.
Now
Auto combo can cover input delay mismatches within 2 plus or minus 2 range. So combo consistency should be solid. So even with input delays and this kind of shit, everything is just consistent. This class. Yeah, the main gene this guy. This guy is an idiot. This guy constantly mocks me on this server, and also when I complain about Fireballs, this cringe lord, this worm, answered saying, no, he's just good, get better." He's just mocking me.
Made a fun follow-up after a hell sweep. This is if a player lands this when they have heat active, and there is a separate follow-up.
Amazing.
And that activates heat gauge and recovers health if you have any recoverable health.
So intelligent, bro. It's actually unbelievable.
All right, so
this Gamma guy,
he's basically updated the log here, saying that he's fixed many glaring issues with regular moves and combos that cause the moves to not work properly, fixed many weighting issues with several of the move pools, added a check to flash punch so it shouldn't commit to the full move, making you launch punishable, added randomization frames to all moves so it wouldn't be obvious it's a bot.
That's the most crazy part. Randomization frames to all moves.
Bot now does checks all 60 frames compared to 30 frames. Heat engages are now prioritized. Updated main execution function to add some more mental play and phase changes. A lot of debug logs. Added Roaring Stonehead to the main move pool and added Muso Palm Strike to the main move pool.
More patches than Tekken 8.
Dude, they're putting in the work over here. That's why I said I don't even hate them.
I was watching this video, and the guy, let's say you do a jab, he will automatically high crush you with electric.
This is mad. This is actually mad. Any chance of adding a hotkey for the 7 perfect electric wing Godfist corkscrew? It will do it automatically after a heat rush if distance to wall allow it. This is mad. This guy
is the one who said I met Blackheart and he didn't even know that I was a cheater. They're also mocking our videos together, yeah.
Yeah. So like I said, I don't dislike the cheaters. As far as I'm concerned, Bandai Namco did not put gates at the entrance, and these guys have swarmed in. So it's
look what Kill 'em for free says. I don't even care. I don't even think they care much. They just know it will get them some more views and cause some drama, which is good for them. Yeah. Imagine wanting a clear game without your worms. Imagine. No, we do this for cloud only.
Yeah, that's always the straw man argument. The point of these videos is like I told Blackheart yesterday, the point of these videos and these live streams is not for me to express anger towards these people. People are going to cheat in life. People do that. None of us should be surprised because, again, Bandai Namco they didn't put a front door. So obviously people are going to walk in. If you have a shop and there's no front door, what do you think is going to happen? People are going to come in and start doing a madness. So that's what these guys are doing. I don't even dislike them for it because they're putting in more work than Bandai Namco and the Tekken team are into fixing their side of the game. These live streams are to hopefully get the attention of the Tekken team so they can do something about this. Because if they don't, then this is Tekken's future. These guys are going to run the show.
Zeratul, there's a guy. Sorry, man, just a moment. So in theory, any player in online mode can be a cheater, and it will be possible, almost impossible to tell. Zeratul, man, I don't wanna now bring beef, but weren't you also found to be a cheater? I'm just asking you, bro, because I saw the Russian video. Can you please explain, Zeratul? Thank you. Now that you're here, let's make things public. Weren't you also discovered to be a cheater? And
Blackheart, who are you talking to?
A guy in my chat that says it's impossible to detect, but this guy got caught by Russian people to be a cheater some months ago. So I'm just trying to understand.
They kill him for free. It's a Russian as well.
Yeah, kill him for free is Russian.
Yeah. They're still going on about this. The thing that I don't understand about kill him for free, for example, I get why he's doing it, but why is he acting surprised that people are talking about it? You shouldn't be surprised.
No, because they think we are let's say promoting them, but it's not
Gamma's here.
People are always gonna cheat. People are always gonna cheat.
Wait,
No,
Blackheart, isn't this one of the people that's doing it
who?
on my screen? That comment Gamma.
Yeah, he's the guy that has the Heihachi bot, right? That talk shit about you.
Welcome, intelligent person you are, Gamma. Welcome. What's up? What's up?
Gamma, if you can hear me, Gamma, yeah. I don't want you to think that.
Bring him here. Bring him here. Bring him here.
Hold on. I don't want you to think that I hate you guys. I really don't. It's just that you guys are doing something and we don't like it. So we're just trying to get eyes on it. So hopefully Bandai Namco can do something. As far as I am concerned about this situation, Gamma, is you guys are kind of doing us a favor, because the more that you update these scripts and the more ridiculous it gets, at some point the idea would be that they will step in and do something. That's what I'm hoping. So the more that you guys do, I'm hopeful that Bandai Namco will do something about it. So as far as I'm concerned, do your thing. I don't hate you for it. People need to see this.
I do personally, but okay.
No, like I said, if I leave my front door open, if I leave my front door open, people are gonna come in and steal my shit and break my shit and do whatever. Bandai Namco have left the Tekken gates open, and these guys have come in and done this. So they're just doing their job. We need to get Bandai Namco to do their job.
You hope so as well. No, I need to answer to Gamma. Sorry, Mike. Gamma, you mock me continuously on this Discord. I read everything, and now you say, you put it like friendship. Fuck you, Gamma. Fuck you. Okay. Fuck you and your cheats. Okay, you make cheats, you own up to it. I hope so Namco does everything. No, you don't hope shit, because otherwise we wouldn't get money anymore. So you are a cheater. Okay, you make cheats, good, own up to it. No, I hope so Namco does something. But then he mocks people working their ass off to keep the game clean. You fuck you, Gamma. Fuck you. Shut the fuck up. I hope so. I hope the Namco does something about cheats, and then he makes cheats on this Discord, bro.
Well, okay, Blackheart. Let's relax for a second. Gamma.
No. I'm so tired of these people, man. I'm so tired of these people.
There's a cheater here. Gamma, do you want to come on the live stream and talk to us? You don't have to put your camera on.
Amazing.
You don't have to put your camera on, but could you come onto the live stream and talk to us a bit about your cheats? Because I think the Tekken community wants to know what is going on here, and it would be good to get it from somebody that's doing it. I'm not going to take the piss out of you. Okay, I've said my piece.
I'm going to just stay silent. If you want him on stream, I'm just going to stay silent, since he continuously mocks me for the work we do about cheaters. So
yeah, but it's fine, because think about it this way, Blackheart. Could one of the mods send him my or message me on Twitter, Gamma, or message me on Discord. It's Midnight Rubbish Mike. Yeah, he's gonna mock us. Obviously, it's gonna look like we're crying or whatever. That's fine. It's okay. Like, people mock me all the time. Don't take it to heart. Obviously, like, they're cheating. We're pushing back against it. They're gonna have what they want to say about it. We have what we want to say about it. I say don't take it to heart. I think that it would be good to have him up here and hear what he has to say.
No, I get that, but it doesn't have to be hypocritical. It doesn't hope Namco to do this thing to cheats. He has to be sincere. Not that now he wants to save faces saying, no, but I hope Namco does something, because otherwise he wouldn't make cheats on this game. That's very simple. That's all I'm saying. I hate hypocrites.
You know what I do think, though? Yeah. I do think that, all right, like the thing that you say, Mike, is okay, it's not their fault because Namco is keeping the gate open, right?
No, it's also their fault. Of course.
But I do feel like at a point where, like, people cheat and you can tell, okay, this guy's fucking cheating, I lost to a cheater. All right. But if it comes to a point where you can't even tell somebody's cheating, like, you might even lose an online tournament to a guy and he could be cheating, and you don't even have the slightest clue that this guy's cheating.
Yeah.
You check at the replay and there's nothing there. Like, every frame is randomized, and this is where it becomes a problem.
Again, I would respect Gamma much more if he said, yes, I do cheats. Yes, I enjoy making them. Yes, I enjoy getting money out of it. I would respect that much more, this level of sincerity, instead of saying, no, I hope Namco does something about cheats. No, you don't.
Blackheart, you got to think about it this way. Are you expecting a cheater to be sincere? Like, listen to the sentence. That you can't expect people are cheating on a video game. You can't expect for them to be sincere. So the way I see it is, yes, of course, I'm not absolving the cheaters by any stretch of the imagination, but I am just equating cheaters So the same way people commit crime, right? If you Smashov, if you left your door open and you live in a dangerous area, yeah, people shouldn't come into your house and take your shit and cheat you out of your belongings. But they're going to, right? That's the world we live in.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm gonna be mad because it's my own fault, right?
my way
Yeah.
of thinking is this. Okay, it's true, but you're not legitimized to do that, even if it's possible. That's my way of thinking. Like, let's say we live in a world in which killing is possible one night a year, and you do that. Now because someone legitimizes to do that, does it still make this thing good, or is it still bad? It's still bad, of course.
No, that's not what I'm saying, Blackheart. Of course,
Yeah.
it's bad. It'd be bad for a purge scenario to exist. But I'm saying if the government allowed it to happen, can we be surprised? Like, I'm not surprised.
No, we are. In fact, I'm not surprised. But I'm surprised when he says, "I hope Namco does something." That's when I get surprised. You cannot be double-faced. If you do something, you own up to it. You know, if you do something, you own up to it.
And I also agree with Blackheart. It's like even if the government allows it, that doesn't mean like we're like, oh yeah, but the government allows it.
Yeah, I love The Purge.
Right?
Yeah, that's why I make that example. I love The Purge as a film.
Yeah,
like we can still say like even though the government allows us this fucking bullshit and it's ruining everything, right?
No, it's true. That's why we're here talking about it. I agree with you guys, but and for me, it's a bit like it's a conversation that kind of goes nowhere.
No. But
wait, hold on. I think it's good to expose it. 100%, it's good to expose it. But what I'm saying is that bad people exist, people that are immoral exist, cheaters exist, and we kind of have to accept that these guys are not going to stop cheating. The only way this is going to stop is if Bandai Namco steps in. So for me, I don't have the energy to give immoral people. Like, they can't get a rise out of me because that's what I expect from them. It's why I don't let my sisters walk into a park at 2 a.m. because I know what will happen in this area. You know, it's one of those situations where Bandai Namco have left the door open and these guys have run in. So this guy's going to join. I've sent him the StreamYard link. So
I don't think he needs to join. By the way, if you want my opinion, but okay. I wouldn't let me join, honestly. But okay, so it's up to you, man.
We can see if he has anything.
Because at least I would like to show all the evidence first, and then maybe you can for me. You guys decide then. I don't know. That's also, fine. Maybe let's test the chat. Maybe.
No, we can keep going through the evidence, and then when he gets there, he hasn't joined yet.
Sorry. Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, he can sit in the back, and then we'll have him join afterwards. So here we've got people talking about it. Aggressive, because combo has more variety. Aggressive will always do optimal. But with combo, I lack experience. How to get a good combo started, to be honest. I reached God of Destruction as newbie. Try combo mode training. Let's see how SC performs with my new PC. It still auto combos from punishes, just more variety. You will learn to play with combo mode. Also depends on your distance to the wall, because it will do long combos like that far from the wall.
Yeah,
that's crazy. That's absolutely crazy.
So basically, these guys are saying that using the cheat will actually learn you how to play and what combos what moves to press.
Yes, absolutely. Yes,
punish.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Watching a movie while playing Tekken, it's of course it's the best way to learn the game. The best way to learn the game, of course, just watching a movie. Yeah.
So it says here, they're dumb because there's a thing players on that rank often do and cheating doesn't do, and there's also the thing that cheating does but normal players don't. That's why a lot of pro players with a lot of experience know instantly that you're cheating without even looking at a replay. You can't make cheating look legit against a legacy player. Kill him for free says, sure you can. You just need to be very careful about how you play and what features you use in the higher ranks. Sure it can, but it will be less impactful on the gameplay, of course. I held Predator and Apex Legends for quite a while whilst cheating account still isn't banned.
My fucking god.
This is mad. The more noob you are in a game, the more boost you need to be able to stand a chance against pro player. Thus, the boost will be more noticeable. I'm sure you're basically already decent at the game. It will be a different story if me, a new battle royale gamer, tried to reach Predator. I would need to use a bigger and more impactful boost. And that's making my gameplay not look legit because the
These guys are philosophers.
Yeah, because the gap of my natural skill and the currently cheat boosted skill is too wide. Speaking of Tekken itself, class is a god of destruction, multiple characters using
Amazing.
LUA. What's LUA? Is that the cheating software?
Yeah. Congratulations, class. Amazing player. Congrats, bro. You got exposed. Fuck you.
So
And your
is this
multiple
the guy?
GB accounts.
He's a developer.
One of the developers, yeah.
He's one of the developers, yeah.
Okay.
The developers are Kill 'em for Free, Class, Ice, Cold, RE. These are the more important ones.
Right, so it says here, can easily tell if people are cheating via command history. One frames and consistent frames are not human-like unless you rage cheating and don't care. And he responds with, all frames are randomized. As long as you don't hold the macro for the entire game, it can look fairly legitimate. Plus, it's a smart macro. So if you hold the macro key
Smart
and
macros.
the LUA defense system can take over, it will. You can see in the clip, I do a backdash and then the sidestep feature takes over and hits a whiff punish. It flows so naturally, it makes it look like I'm just a player with very good movement. Oh my god.
Yeah, it's basically impossible to tell if someone is cheating anymore. Like, online tournaments have zero relevance because of people like this.
Gamma, what the hell, man? Unbelievable. Yeah, they're targeting Ayo Richie as well. I think Ayo Richie realized straight away that it was a bot, right?
Yeah.
So they're mocking Ayo Richie.
That's crazy funny. Yeah, very funny. You're so funny, cringe lord.
So this says, my bad for the questions, but I'm just interested, you know.
So funny, cringe lord. Sorry, Mike. Sorry.
The hell? He said the official LUA from class will enter auto combo automatically whenever it detects it can go into auto combo, including follow-up combos after hit confirm, punish, and launcher. So let's say you have auto with punish on and you launch the enemy. You don't have to do anything. The LUA takes over and does the whole massive combo for you.
Yes, that's so fun playing Tekken like this. I imagine guys are having a lot of fun playing Tekken like this.
But you don't have to actually auto combo. You could just set it to punish. So it would like get the launcher for you, and then you can do the combo that you want yourself.
Like these guys, do these guys even have fun playing this game like this? Honestly, watching the game doing everything for you. Honestly, is it even fun?
I'm sure. Like the entire part of Tekken is like struggling, getting better, and you know that's the thing that makes fighting games fun.
Yeah,
$40 each, 200 all in one.
Yeah, so that's 40 per character. You
This
guys got
class
money
guy
to
again.
spend, boy.
Class guy.
So this is IMOP's combo.
Basically, IMOP made a video a long time ago about this casual player, and IMOP thought this guy was legit. So maybe we can showcase the video. Basically, there is this casual. It's RE, and RE in this Discord saying, I think some YouTuber followed me and posted me on YouTube, and he didn't even suspect me of cheating. So you know, do you understand, guys, that cheats are becoming so sophisticated that you cannot even understand if someone is cheating or not right now. Maybe you can showcase the video, Mike, maybe if you want. So yeah, IMOP was playing against a cheater in this clip, but IMOP didn't realize it was a cheater, so he posted it like to compliment the guy. And there's a lot of comments in this video saying, "Oh my god, this guy is so good." No, he's not. He's a fucking cheater. That's why he is. But of course, people don't know. Of course, now we expose them. Of course, that's good.
I'm 100% sure the down for 2 was automatically done by counter mode.
So IMOP, if you're watching this, man, please take down this video because it's not showcasing a real player. Or I don't know, maybe put a disclaimer, bro, because now we just let you see that this guy is not legit. He's just a cheater. He's doing like Keisuke knee combos, but he's just trash. Just trash, bro. Look at the wave dash. And again, everybody in the comments saying, "Oh my god, this Kazuya is so good. Oh my god, this Kazuya is crazy."
Mister, man, they killed my Tekken. Oh my god.
Yeah, at least they're not scammers. Yeah, they actually deliver the product. That's the only good thing. Yeah. But of course, it's illegal to post. It's illegal to sell these things. Of course, huh? It's theoretically it's illegal to post these kind of softwares, and getting money out of it. But okay, it's just yeah.
So in this clip, is he just basically hitting F1, F2, and stuff like that?
Yeah, probably yes, probably yes.
I think he's
Probably, yes.
pressing like you have like mix up buttons. So if you press G with a Mishima player, it will automatically wave dash into Vortex. But the cheat is so sophisticated. Let's say you press a button while I'm wave dashing, it will just automatically down for to you, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or it will go for any option that beats your option, or it will just block and punish.
That auto duck should have been a red flag.
Yeah, but I MOP didn't realize. Yeah.
But
Yeah,
he might like I don't know what settings he's using.
Look
He
at
might
repair,
be
look at
using
repair.
medium. He might be using legit. He might be using like rage, right?
Yeah, probably.
Exactly.
We don't know. We don't know. Probably legit. Probably because this guy wants to be smart. Re wants to be smart, but he's not. He got caught. He got caught. So you can stop saying. This guy says that I should run instead of running after Kitaro, man. But I don't care, bro. I can be fat and still exposing your fat ass. So I don't care.
So.
And by the way, I lost 10 kilograms, by the way. You piece of shit. I'm dieting. You piece of shit. So, yeah, I'm dieting and I'm also running after cheaters. What are you going to say now, huh?
You lost 10 kilograms. Nice, man.
Yeah,
that's
I lost
good
10
work.
kilograms.
Good work.
Well
Yeah.
done. Well done.
Just saying.
Gamma, I sent you the link to join on Twitter, but we're going to work our way through these screenshots. And then in your Twitter DMs, if you click on the link, you'll be able to join. And I'll bring you in after we've gone through all of these screenshots, okay? I'm seeing so many familiar faces on X. People are really getting angry after every lost fight now. So they're just having fun trolling people, it seems like. Like they're taking the piss out of people.
Yeah.
The problem is that in ranked, it's like, okay, they did it to me in ranked. My time was wasted. Of course, that's annoying. But the real problem here
Tournaments.
It's tournaments. Yeah, tournaments are the real problem here. Like this is going to be used in tournament. It probably is already being used in tournament.
Probably. And we don't even know.
Moonbullet, old news, man. Didn't us console players already agree to turn off crossplay? It's not about that, Moonbullet. It's about showing how sophisticated the cheats have got. So that
getting now. Yeah.
Hopefully Bandai Namco can see this and be like, we need to actually do something about this because it's going to start affecting their tournaments. And the more tournaments it affects online, the more it's going to be widespread bad publicity for Tekken. So
but at least I would love at least a signal that they know the problem. At least a signal. Maybe okay, we know about cheaters. It will be already enough. Instead, they completely ignore the problem, like it doesn't even exist. That's the real bamboozling thing.
A couple of weeks ago, I was in set and reset. And I was playing on stream, and like this guy was like perfectly punishing me. If I whiffed, like immediately whiff punishes me, and I lost the set. And then I went to the replay mode, and then I see it's like a different frame every time. And there was like one time where he didn't do it, and I was like,
so you think
it could be this cheat, but it also could be him like being really good. There's no way to tell, bro.
So you think there was already a cheater in this tournament already?
I had a feeling, but like I said, even like there's no way that to say okay, 100% he's cheating. It could be like maybe, but there's no way to be 100% certain and say this guy's cheating because of how good the cheat is, right?
Nova calls us white knight YouTubers.
Just before we get there, so Gamma, I can see that you're in the backstage. We're going to work our way through these screenshots, and then after we finish going through all of this stuff, then I'll bring you on here so you can explain a little bit about you can talk to us
your point of view.
Yeah, it would be good to hear from a cheater's perspective. But Nova says it's just white knight YouTubers. They prey on people's insecurities by gaslighting people into thinking there's a massive cheating problem.
Says the cheater, by the way. Says the cheater, by the way. In
reality, they cause a huge problem themselves because everyone will blame every loss on a cheater, even though less than 1% of the player base is here. It's like Fox News, all lies and gaslighting. Okay, well, let me just address that, okay, Nova. This is a very, very stupid thing to say. Now, I understand why you guys are cheating. You're incompetent at Tekken and you like trolling people. that's fine. But to try and make out like people exposing you for cheating are the problems, I've got to believe that on some level you're stupid. This was an incredibly dumb thing to say. What it is doing, you're right, it is causing people to be a bit like, oh, are you cheating? Oh, are you cheating? But the end result here is that we want Bandai Namco to step in
To
and
do something, yeah.
about it. Like, of course, it's going to cause chaos by talking about it, but there has to be chaos sometimes in order for a fix to come about.
So is it better?
much
Is
is
it better to ignore the problem? Is it better to just ignore the problem and pretend it doesn't exist just because we could cause some chaos? The fact there are already 300 people, like the player base right now on Tekken, is 5,000 people. So 300 plus the 200 of the other cheater Discord, something like this, 200. It's 500. So 1/10 of the population of Tekken could potentially be a cheater. I don't think it's not 1%. It's 1/10.
And one thing I want to add to what you're saying, Blackheart, is these people have paid subscriptions. So they are paying like monthly. So they are like, you can say 100% they are playing the game, bro. They are playing ranked. Or they are competing or whatever, but they are.
Otherwise, they wouldn't be paying for this. Otherwise, you got the point. They are active users.
OJ, thank you for the $2. These dudes really turned on ABS and TCS insane. Yeah, it's mad. Like paying a subscription to cheat has got to be one of the most ridiculous things I've ever heard of in my life. I'm aware of the Tekken YouTubers. Don't worry, I've turned join applications on, so I have to manually approve everyone for a while. They're also idiots and don't know how to complete the capture anyway.
Lol. They know we were spying on them. They know that, but it didn't still work, unfortunately.
Okay, so and then we move down here. Oh, this is just them talking about YouTubers. This isn't important. It's just them bullshit.
They're just mocking us, basically. Yeah, they're just mocking us. Yeah,
I don't care too much about any of this. So what do we have here? All our reversals for all characters supported because I'm a big Dragunov player, and if reversals work with him, I'm up for buying.
Oh my god!
Oh my god, guys, please get a job, man. Jesus Christ, there's no way you're sending your job center money on fucking Tekken cheats, guys. Holy shit. I'm pro at Street Fighter, bro. I make a living off it, my man.
Yeah, this is very concerning. I hope he's joking.
I think some people like they think being good at the game it makes you a pro, but
makes you a pro.
Yeah, I've enjoyed Street Fighter 6 so far. Very nice game. I like Tekken 2, Tekken 7 Definitive Edition, blah, blah, blah.
This is not a definitive proof. He's a cheater, but of course, being on this server doesn't help, of course.
They act like they have a PhD in cheating detection. Sorry, go on.
By the way, Blackheart, I'll send you a message on Discord. Can you read it?
Now?
Yeah, it's just for you and me.
Okay. Wait, man, wait.
Okay, we're almost through the screenshots. I went from beginner to Tekken King in 2 days. No bans for me yet, and I use Rage most of the time. Rage is the cheat, I think. I didn't know they could ban you in Tekken until a few minutes ago. Someone told me. Okay. This is an update. This is the street counter
update. Yeah. Added the ability to force out online matches without affecting your rank, so you can plug with no affection to your rank. Crazy.
Guys, what are we doing?
By the way, now that we see this, they have an option that lets you plug with no consequence, and they have an option that tells you who you're fighting, what rank, what character, before you match up with them.
All the information about the opponent.
That's mad. I mean, again, like I said, I can't hate these guys. They're fucking taking advantage of Bandai Namco. Like, Bandai Namco has to do something. Imagine we're in season 2 and these guys have gotten this sophisticated. Imagine what they're going to do next.
Season 3.
But by the time we get to season 3, we're cooked. It's a cheater's paradise.
Pura fucking anti-cheat in the game, Bandai Namco. Pura fucking anti-cheat in the game, please.
All right. So
but did you guys have any idea that the cheats were so sophisticated?
No, I didn't know it was this good. I'm somewhat impressed. I'll be honest with you. This is Gamma, who's waiting in the backstage right now. He says, I'm artificially increasing the amount of frames between moves, i.e. when there's a connection, always add at least one buffer frame. Reason, connections peer-to-peer are not perfect and there will always be at least 1 frame of delay until semi-ms of ping, in which case there could be 2 or more I also don't want to increase it too much, otherwise moves won't work. It's not
Gamma is
class's
a genius,
solution.
bro. Gamma is a genius, bro. Really, apart from jokes, he's a technician genius. IT technician genius, bro. His amount of work is crazy.
This is mad. It's not class's solution by any means, and it's jank as fuck. But a lot more of my combos are no longer dropping. I currently have it set on all moves, which doesn't really need to be, and I change how it works probably. And then
Like honestly,
honestly,
if Gamma worked for the right people, we probably wouldn't have cheaters anymore. Probably. Gamma, switch sides, bro. You're still in time, bro. Switch sides, bro.
Yeah.
Betray them like our friend did. Betray them. Join our forces.
Gamma, don't go down with the shit, bro. I'm telling you, join the light. Walk away from the dark. To be honest, there's nothing to react to. Just someone with emotional disorders. Maybe this will bring newcomers. Maybe this will create a conspiracy of Avenger wannabes trying to expose Street Counter. But Killam can just hold the server invitation and rebrand. It's not a big deal. The only thing that makes me sad is the Discord screenshot where I can be seen, but it's okay. I would love it if it was just a screenshot of Al and Mabilua. Would have been so fun. People would think all the cheaters are using TekkenScripts.com while this is the shittiest product ever.
No. Now we know they use also your cheats. Okay, now we know. Don't worry. TekkenScript bad, guys. If you want to cheat, TekkenScript bad. Street Counter good. So please go to their Discord. Okay.
I hear them mocking Blackheart.
Yeah, of course. This is Chitero, man. If only Blackheart could put this energy to diet, bro. I again. I started it. I lost 10 kilograms. Fuck you. Okay.
Gamma, man. Gamma. There's still time, bro. Even Frieza joined up with Goku at some point. Even
Exactly.
Frieza, you can walk away from this.
This could be a redemption arc. Honestly.
Or at the very least, Gamma, I'm gonna bring you on in a minute to talk. We've almost gotten through the screenshots.
Mm-hmm.
At the very least, whilst you're listening to this, if you could just tell us about how bad Tekken's infrastructure is and how much worse it's going to get, just so we have an idea of what to look forward to. I saw the top one leaderboard player, the Elisa. I think it's like full-on win trade, which is probably more problematic leaderboard-wise, but players don't feel the impact of it, so they focus on cheating as if it's a big issue.
It's a big issue. It's 1/10 of the player base, potentially. It's 10% of the player base. 10%. Of the player base, not 1%, 10%.
And one more thing, Blackheart. Who's gonna pay 40 euros a month? The noob casual or the pro player?
I don't know. We don't know.
The pro player. The pro player is going to pay for it because he's going to enter tournaments. If the streets are this good and the tournament let's say the payouts £200. Like let's say TNS is doing £200 every month. Yeah, they're going to pay the £40, right?
Yeah. Chitero Man, of course, mocking me on this website. Chitero Man is one of the most favorite Tekken cheaters. I made 2 videos about him together with Fariborz and the others. And there, in this period, he was pretending to change, but in reality, he was still cheating. He was pretending
Gamma,
to change.
What is this? Gamma, come on, man. Well, Blackheart has no brain power. There's no need to be.
I have brain power, bro.
There's no need for this.
Let's debate, me and you. Let's see who wins. No brain power. Sto pezzo di merda. Let's debate on any subject you want. Let's debate about philosophy. Let's debate about painters. Let's debate about math. I can destroy you on math. Okay? Math? Mathematics. Tell me logarithm base 3 of 9. Now 3 seconds. You have 3 seconds.
Wait, I'm
2 plus 2 is 4. Minus 1. That's 3 quick math.
No.
He doesn't know the meme. I intentionally lose when I met pro players, but always 2-1. I should do this too. I was suspecting this was you. Right, okay. So they're being smart about it. So we're basically at the end of the screenshots now. This is just them talking about what they're doing. They've got an upcoming rework coming out, so there's going to be updates to it. So I'm going to bring in...
they are so smart. They pretend to lose against pro players, so they can appear as legit. Bro, these guys are so crazy, bro. They know they are so smart, bro. They know they think they are so intelligent, bro.
All right, so
there are more cheaters about there are more screenshots about them mocking us, mocking our work, of course.
I don't care about the mocking. That's fine. Like, people mock me all the time. I'm gonna bring in Gamma now. Okay, so let's try to not turn this into a flame war, okay?
No, I'm completely calm. I'm completely peaceful.
Gamma, can you
Hello?
hear me?
Yeah, I can hear it.
Hi, man. Nice to meet you.
Nice to
So
meet you as well.
could you? So this cheating stuff has gotten super sophisticated, and we've got about 500 people here watching between Twitter and YouTube. Can you break down the mentality here? Like, why are people? Why are you guys cheating like this? What are you hoping to get out of it?
I just like playing. Well, I guess not playing. I like to learn the actual game mechanics itself and then make it all into a script. I want to make it into a bot. There are no true bots out there, like movement wise. You actually have to go in and do all this stuff yourself. This isn't anything like automated for you already, or you have to buy a script. So you need to do all this yourself. You have to, you know, um, I don't know, like the mentality. I was bored, dude. I mean, all I'm doing right now is playing Satisfactory with my fiance. That's all I'm doing.
Okay. But do you guys not feel like you understand that like it's kind of tearing the player base apart on some level and it's starting to create some paranoia? Like if I go online and someone micro ducks me or like low parries because of the rampant cheating, immediately we're like, oh, we don't know if he's cheating, and people are being falsely accused. Are you new to the Tekken scene, and this is just something you're doing on the side for some money?
It is.
Okay, all right. So you don't really have any care in the world for the Tekken
No, not
scene.
really. I mean, I played Tekken 7 with my brother. I had fun with it. And then Tekken 8's the one I really got into, especially when Heihachi came out. I'm like, hey, he's fucking evil. I'll play his. And I main him, and then Fakuram's coming out. I like his design. I'm gonna play him. I know he's had trouble in the past, but hey, I'm gonna play him. I'm gonna make a script for him.
So have you personally made a lot of money from this?
I wouldn't say a lot of money. I don't know how much off the top of my head, but it's not much. It covers what I spent, if that makes sense.
Right. Okay. And do you have like I know you said that you were bored and you just did it for some fun, but do you plan on expanding it, considering it's getting more and more popular?
Expanding as in what?
Well, I'm
Making
reading
more
through
of
this.
these.
Yeah, like I'm reading through the screenshots, and it seems like there's like reworks and updates and patches.
Those are
and
for all the other characters that class supports. Not. I want to make a bot for every single character eventually, but they take so much time to do. They take a lot of time to do.
Imagine if you would spend that time to actually learn the game, bro. Imagine.
I have. Trust me. I have.
I'm sure you have. I'm sure you have, bro.
So far I have like 300-ish hours in the bot, give or take. It takes, I make it play against my friends. They find issues like you guys, like, oh, this one move does like beats the bot out, and all you have to do is spam that one move over and over again. Okay, how can I make it so I can actually, get around that? How can I actually think about it?
That is it fun for you, like playing like this? Honestly,
yeah.
Wait, hold on, Black.
It's fun. Okay, no, I'm just curious. I'm not trying to.
Because I want to know from like Gamma's perspective, because you understand this better than the rest of us. Is it easier to do this for Tekken than it is like Street Fighter, or is it the same?
Fuck no, Tekken's like the hardest one to do, by far.
And why is it so rampant in Tekken then?
I don't think it's as rampant as you guys think it is. And let's go over some things first. Like you guys are saying, like, oh, people can like go to like actual tournaments and cheat in there. No, they can't do that. Not at all.
Yeah, but what about online tournaments? What about
online? Yeah,
no one said offline. I mean online. Like if they enter TNS, for example, an online tournament. In these screenshots, it's saying that the cheats have become so sophisticated they can't really tell if you're using them properly. So people can go to tournaments and use them.
Well, I mean, look at the replays. I mean, it's fairly obvious unless you make it not obvious, if that makes sense. Like you have to encode all these, like, you have to go through everything. Okay, like I'll use like practice mode. Practice mode's great. I love it. Gives me frame data. gives me everything I need right there. All the tools are there, all the APIs are there. You
Mhm.
know, it. And I'm not going to say it's like it's impossible to cheat online because everyone does. I won't say everyone does it, but a lot of people do it. In Tekken, it's not as bad as you guys think. There are maybe at most a few hundred cheaters with like actual cheats. And that's what I kind of want to get to is what do you guys think are cheats? Let's go
Yeah.
over that first.
Everything that is outside of you playing the game. Anything. For me, for example, even in Tekken 7, the display, the overlay was a cheat for me. For example, in my
Okay.
opinion,
Yeah, I would say
everything that is
anything.
outside of you playing the game with your own hands.
Yeah, I would
You know,
say.
I wanna ask you, Gamma. Let's say you have a really good Tekken player already. So let's say somebody like that's a pro that has been playing Tekken all his life. He's competing. He starts using these cheats. He's using legit settings. Like maybe he's not using auto block. He's just using like counter mode, punish, and like whiff punish. Would you be able to tell that this guy's cheating?
To be honest, I don't know.
That's
And
exactly the point. That's exactly the point.
the problem with that is 9 times out, the only pros that I really know of that have cheated are like in Counter-Strike. And let's be honest, those guys, I don't know what the fuck they were doing, but like it's a career ender. Like if people find you out, if they watch your games, like they're going to analyze like your every move.
Mhm.
So it's very, very unlikely that a pro will actually cheat. Very unlikely.
Can I
But
just?
but if
Can I
he's
just?
already good, then people and the frames are randomized. And how will people like not just say, "Oh, but he's he's the top of the world"? Like
I mean,
he would never cheat because he's already so good. But then he gets enhancers. He gets like steroids, and he
well,
goes and he kills you, bro. And there's no way to tell, right?
well, you have to think of it like this as well. When you are cheating, there's a risk of a ban. No matter what you do, there's always going to be a risk of a ban, even if there's no
You're just gonna
like.
make another account. That's all, and you'll start back again.
Yeah, but for a pro, not going to happen. That's it for them. That's a career ender. That'd be very dumb. But then again, I've been proven wrong. So
Yeah, but one
Exactly.
thing I wanna ask is that you were saying like, what do we think cheats are? What do they do? But wouldn't it just be anything that interacts with the human, interrupts the human to human experience?
well, that's up to you to decide. I mean, like this
Well, wouldn't
cheat
you agree to that?
software is not what I would consider like this is like actual cheats. Like
Mhm.
plugging, that's not cheating to me. That's just like
It is.
being a
It is.
bitch.
No,
It
it still is.
Well, that's still cheating because you're basically avoiding like having your points taken.
smurfing,
Yeah.
not cheating. Bitch move, but it's not cheating.
That's not
Uh,
smurfing. That's not smurfing.
Smurfing is not cheating because you're still playing legitimately, only
Yeah,
on another account.
you might smurfing might be a little like you might say it's like unethical, whatever, but you're not necessarily cheating.
Mm.
But if you're plugging, you're avoiding having your points taken, so you're cheating the system and you're wasting the person's time.
Exactly. It's very different.
I don't know. Like you guys, I don't know what you guys know and what you guys don't know. To be honest with you, I've watched really only the cheating videos to see what you guys say about them. I use them for research actually because why not? You guys give me good ideas.
Like when you
And-
watch gay
and-
porn and then you say, "I watched it for research issues." You know, that's the same. Okay, that's the same. Okay, I see.
Yes,
Okay.
of course.
The one thing I want to ask though is it kind of feels like you're downplaying them a little bit because in the screenshots that we've just gone over, the developers, I can't remember what his name is, the other one, kill him for free.
Kilm's the only developer.
He's not a developer.
He's the only developer.
Oh, he's the only one. Okay, so
Yeah.
what is your role then?
I don't have a role. I just make the Lua scripts. Lua scripting's what makes the cheat
Work on a
like-
character.
Yeah, I mean essentially you have your combos, auto confirms, whatever you want in there really.
So that wouldn't fall under developer.
Not really, no.
What would you class that as?
Just a Lua maker. I mean, it's or a script maker. It's not a developer.
Okay.
But if
Okay,
you're
okay, it's
coding,
different. It's
then you're a
different.
developer, right?
I don't have
But-
access to like the actual code, if
Hmm.
that makes sense.
Right. Okay.
But the point is that, of course, you're still helping the cause because you're doing this with other characters, of course. So, but again, you can say that, of course, it's the truth. You're still doing it for every character, you know.
But what I wanted to say to Gamma is that, like, in the notes, it says that the cheats are becoming sophisticated enough that people won't be able to detect it anymore. So in one of your screenshots, it says that you can set it to legit, which only covers 10%. It randomizes 10% of the time, and it reacts to 22 frame moves. If someone is playing, let's say it's Blackheart or Smashov or King J or someone that's really good at the game, and they have that on.
So not
How are
Mike.
people?
So not Mike. So not Mike. No, I'm joking, Mike.
Yeah, not me. I'm a complete clown. But if they have that on, and it's you guys have put it under legit, and it's already a strong player. How are people? How is anyone gonna know? Even when you look at the replays.
I don't know. To be completely honest with you, I really don't know.
So there's a chance that they could get away with it. Is what I'm saying.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Good, very good.
So this
Nice.
this
Nice to
could
hear,
this
nice to hear.
could in theory it could affect online tournaments.
If you want to go that route, sure.
You know, maybe what Gamma
Can I
says
ask you? Can I ask
was,
you? Sorry, can I ask you a question? But you have to be sincere, okay?
All right.
Not saying, of course, the names. Do you know any pro player with a fake account that bought one of your cheats?
No, not at all. I don't think
But
no
there is
one.
a single pro player in our thing.
But a pro player is not gonna say, "Hey, I'm this pro player," right?
Exactly.
No, you
Yeah,
don't
no.
even know the identities. You just sell the cheats. You don't know the identities of the people who buy the cheats, right?
Yeah, no.
Okay.
Can I ask how many other games can you divulge how many other games you've done scripts for? Is it Street Fighter 6 and Tekken, or is there other ones?
I'm working on a Street Fighter 6 bot, just because why not? And then I've done I wouldn't really even call it scripting in CS:GO, but it's CS:GO, but
And is it the same sort of payment plan for those as well? Like people subscribe and you guys?
Oh yeah, absolutely. It's all subscription based. You can do lifetime on some cheats. It's going to depend on your cheat. I only know of 3 public cheats for Tekken, which is this one, Owl Tool,
Tekken
and
script.
Tekken script. Yeah.
Where is I don't know if you can answer this, but where are majority of cheaters coming from? Like what region?
I don't know. I can't answer that. I really don't know. I'm American, dude. So
Okay. This is very interesting. Like
I don't know. I feel weird. I gotta be honest.
I'm not. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm not like a majority of your average cheater. I'm just like scripter. All I do
Doesn't
is
make you less guilty, yeah? Doesn't make you less guilty.
I'm 100% guilty. You don't have to tell me that. I know that I'm guilty.
Yeah.
I'll fully admit that. I've made YouTube videos cheating before. It's nothing new for me.
Nice. Congratulations, bro. I don't know what to say.
Yeah, I mean, at least at least you're being honest. I mean,
no, it's okay. It's
there's no
okay.
point in lying.
I just, of course, I cringe to this, but it's, I guess, at least it's true. At least.
So in the Discord, Gamma, it said that there was a certain amount of characters that have got these cheats enabled. I'm assuming at some point you guys are gonna have all the characters ready to go.
Yeah, I would assume so.
How long do you reckon it will take? How long does it take per character to really get it to where you want to?
That's up to class, not to me. For me, right now, it's making like a framework for the bot, and it's like, okay, I need to make it play neutral. Okay, I need to make it defend. Okay, I need to make it attack now. I need to know when to poke. I need to know when to make it do it low. Okay, I need to make it know how to command grab and all that other shit.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Yeah, no, there's a lot.
But are there like also custom scripts?
Yeah, that My Heihachi bot, that is a custom script, not public. I just show pieces and bits of it.
Yeah, so there are like the supported characters, but then there are also like private requests.
Yeah,
Maybe for
absolutely.
characters that are not on list, right?
Yep.
Okay.
And are these subscriptions or full or one-time only buys, or are these subscriptions?
I don't know. It's going to depend up to whoever's buying it, and it can be done privately and not in that Discord.
Right. Do you guys work as like a unit? Like, do you share the money out, or do people come to you separately?
Separately.
Right. Okay. Wait,
By the
Jesus.
way, I saw Coenji reacting in chat, asking why I cheated against him. Obviously, it was a very stupid thing to do. I'll never do. I will never do that again. But honestly, I was trying to see like how powerful are these scripts. I was looking at it, but it was very dumb to like test it in a way like that. It was very stupid. But I wanted to see how effective it was, and I will never do that again.
The thing I told him, I made a video on Smashov. Then he contacted me privately, and we tried to, let's say, custom some things. And after some considerations, and after the fact, I generally seemed repentant of what he did, because I told him that no matter what your justification is, using cheats in ranked is still wrong, of course. So since basically thanks to him we understood most of this situation, I decided to make the video private. But I also told him that if he ever gets caught again cheating, it's over, bro. So but he promised
100%. But another thing I do want to mention is I have multiple GODs. I also compete sometimes, so like if I was cheating, I think it would have been obvious a long time ago. That's one thing I do want to mention.
I wanted to ask Gamma, because you guys are like making money from this now, do you guys have plans to expand into other fighting games? Like, are you guys waiting on like Virtua Fighter to see if you can cheat on that as well?
More than just fighters. Right now I think
amazing.
It's I don't remember what he said. There were some other games though in there. But I know he's working right now mostly on Street Fighter. So, and then
okay.
But Street Fighter that also doesn't have an anti cheat.
No, but it's really hard to code for.
If so, is there a way, so let's say Tekken got an anti-cheat, would that basically nullify everything you guys are doing, or will there be ways around it for you?
Oh, there's already ways around it. It depends. What kind of anti-cheat are you looking at as well?
I don't know. What's it called? Is it called Denova or Denuva or something like that?
Garbage. Okay. Won't do anything. Battle Eye, bad. EAC, we have a bypass for. Valve anti-cheat, that's a joke. I mean, there's so many different anti-cheats. It's just that there's bypasses for everything. And then you're going to have like the Tekken team have their own anti-cheat team. That's very, very difficult to do. From playing other games, from cheating in other games, it's so difficult to have an anti-cheat team and then fight the cheaters, because as you know, it's a cat and mouse game. It's going to be like, hey, we've detected your cheats. Okay, accounts get banned. Probably, let's say upwards of 300, 400 people get banned, which I would say is about the amount of cheaters in Tekken max.
The problem is this. The problem is that it's not about them trying to do something that it's failing. It's about them not doing anything. Not even putting like the scrubbiest anti-cheat ever. They're not doing just anything. Like,
oh yeah, I know.
You're completely free of doing whatever you want. And of course, sorry.
I just want to ask Gamma: are there any anti-cheats that are very effective?
Yeah. What's Valorant's anti-cheat? Riot Games is I don't know. It's for Valorant.
Yeah, Counter-Strike has Face It, right?
Yeah, that's for Face It's a third party. site,
Mm.
and they have their own anti-cheat.
Vanguard.
Yeah, thank you.
Vanguard. Yeah, sorry.
Are there any fighting games that you're aware of that have any decent anti-cheat?
I don't think any games have any anti-cheats. Maybe
Amazing.
Dragon Ball.
But would it be
Right.
possible for Bandai Namco for like Tekken or Street Fighter to make a tool against this? Do you think that would work?
Yeah, you can. Well, not for this particular tool. You have to. What you're suggesting is using signature-based attack and defend method, and it that only works when you're not. Anyway, it won't happen. There. Yeah,
So are you saying we're cooked?
maybe. It depends on how many people are going to cheat in the game. I mean, I guess you could say you're cooked, but I mean, this has been going on since what, Tekken 7. I've seen cheats from Tekken 6, so it's nothing new.
The only thing is that at least they cannot make an anti-cheat. Okay, at least if when they ban, they could actually hardware ban people and not like ban the single account.
Yeah,
because Fariborz is doing like what now? 10,000 accounts with my name now. That fucking worm.
Oh wait,
And,
before I forget,
yeah,
is this possible on console as well? Is it easily accessible?
No, not at all. That's not possible.
you cannot cheat on console with these things.
Okay. Well, you can cheat on console, but not with these guys.
No,
I've seen people
not
put
with these
USBs in.
No, not the same.
Okay, so would you say our best course of action against you guys is to turn cross-play off and we go on ranked?
Yeah, absolutely.
So already there are 2 people in ranked. If you disable the cross-platform, you're gonna play once every 2 weeks. Nice.
I mean, what other choice do we have?
I mean, you
fighting
can
them
like
until we
macro...
can. Fighting them until we can, with all the information we can give Namco, of course. And if they will still not do anything, it's up to them, I guess. But I personally, I will never stop until they do something. At least until they will say something about on the community about this. Honestly, my personal thing. Like I respect the dedication of you guys. I have complete disgust for what you do. Complete disgust for
Fair.
what you do. But like for me, you are a bunch of worms. But okay, no. Apart from this, so I will continue and I will keep fighting each one of these Discord with all of the proof I can gather until they do something about it. Until they do something about it.
Gamma, like just on like a personal level, do you ever feel bad about it?
Not anymore, no.
Did you say not anymore?
Not anymore.
So was there a point that you felt bad about it?
Yeah, probably about 8-9 years ago. But after that, I mean, it's just for
So
fun.
you're doing this since 8 years. You're doing this since 8 years.
What
Yeah.
changed? What happened? If you don't mind me asking, what happened if for you to be like, fuck this, I don't care anymore?
I mean, I just don't care anymore. To be completely honest with you.
Fair enough.
I mean,
I'm speechless. I don't know what to say. I'm speechless.
Right now, this is the only game I cheat in.
Yeah, but you have plans to.
I'm sorry for laughing. I'm sorry.
Let's see. I guess I do have access to the Street Fighter one, but either way,
So you cheat in ranked. You cheat in ranked with these tools. You cheat in ranked.
Not yet. Will be soon.
Do you guys have cheats? For, like,
I don't know what to say. I don't know. I'm sorry. Okay.
Wait, sorry, Blackheart. Do you guys have cheats for Mortal Kombat 1 as well, or have you done any of that?
I think that game's dead, isn't it?
Amazing. Even cheaters don't like Mortal.
But there are probably other communities out there doing it though.
Yeah, probably.
Street Counter is the community that they're in. It's probably not the only one. I think for Tekken there are also multiple ones, right?
Yeah. Mortal Kombat I know is like pretty much dead. There's only one that does it, and it's not even good and fucking is shit for. I mean, and then you got I know Tekken, it's like 3. Street Fighter, it's 2 or 3. There's not many. There's not many.
Guys, I guess I'll go to Soul Calibur. I guess at least I can play some
Well,
legitimate.
Soul
matches.
Calibur's done by Bandai Namco as well. They're just going to do the same thing over there.
Who is cheating on Soul Calibur? Tell me, Mike. Tell me.
I don't know.
There's not enough players over there for them to care, I think.
There's at least 50 players over there.
By the way, one thing I do want to point out: the Dragunov video was a free script that didn't have like the randomized frames and shit. But if we pull up other videos later, you can actually see the paid scripts, and then you'll see how fucking crazy these motherfuckers have become.
Do you guys have plans to do you pay attention to like Marvel Tekken and all these things? Do you guys have plans to expand into those games as well?
Again, not my decision. That's up to Kill him. And
Okay.
it's going to probably depend on if he likes the game or not.
I think it will depend on the animal, right? I don't know if animal is the right word. Like if people will play the game and will request it a lot, then it's probably going to happen.
It's going to depend. I mean, I don't know how many people are actually going to cheat in there. I mean, and I think that one was what, a 4-fighter, something like that.
Yeah.
Not my style. I wouldn't play it.
Not your style. What does it mean, your style? What is your style exactly?
I really only like Tekken. I mean, I do like Street Fighter.
You
I see
don't
why
seem to
people
like Tekken if you do what you do, but okay. You don't really like Tekken.
So how does it help
But
you
okay.
learn the game then? Like how are these scripts helping you to learn the game? And if you're learning the game through the scripts, do you intend to turn it off at some point?
Well, I make the scripts. So, yeah, I'm learning the characters as I go along. Like, okay, what can I do here? Does this have a punch parry? Does this have a reversal? Does this have or is this an Oki? Is this a Sabaki? You know, like stupid shit like that. It's like, oh yeah, so this is how this character should work, or this is how I think the character should work. In
Yeah.
practice, or in actual play, it's like, okay, can I use these tools? You know, I mean, like I'm not the greatest player by any means.
Which rank are you legitimately? Which rank are you legitimately?
I don't know. I'd have to play ranked again.
But
Well,
what
where
I'm
rank would you
asking-
place yourself? Which rank would you place yourself?
With the new ranking system, probably purple, flame ruler, maybe. I don't know.
Okay.
What I was asking though is that like I know you're doing the scripts for it, but you're saying that you like Tekken. Do you plan on playing ranked without the scripts though?
Oh yeah, I have. Pisses
So
me
this is-
off, but I still you know, I still like playing with my friends. I still like playing the game legitimately.
Can
So
you
when you
can
when
please
you say that
sorry.
you're learning the game, you mean you're learning the scripts to sell to people?
Well, I am learning the game at the same time. It's like learning the combos. I then make the script for the combo. I'm like, okay, so that's how that works. Move on to the next thing.
All right. And there's a YouTuber that wants to ask you some questions. His name's Finn T. Are you okay?
Oh no.
Are you okay to answer questions from him?
Sure.
Okay. I'm waiting for him to come into the call. I don't know if he's seen the link yet. But
I'm so depressed. I'm so depressed. I'm so
That's okay.
depressed. I'm gonna lie. I'm so depressed.
Yeah, so basically the only thing that we can do against the cheaters is turn off crossplay, guys. Like the PC guys are cooked. We can't help them. They're in the
So
shadows.
does that mean that like everybody has to play on PlayStation now to prove they're legit?
I mean, I guess. I mean,
That's why I always play on PlayStation. Always.
Look at this guy's profile picture. Finn, you're in now, bro. You can ask your
That's the
question.
Elite Squad Police.
That is so cool, bro.
hello, Finn. Hello, bro.
It's from the newest video, Mike. I think you will enjoy that one heavy if you find the time.
Yeah, no, I'll definitely watch it. Go on.
I made a
Finn. What do you wanna
crossover
ask
with
him?
Nova Saiken, right? And he's from Brazil, so I thought I'm gonna take the Elite Squad. I have a question to Gamma and to Smashov. Like, I don't know. Okay, let me start with Gamma.
sure.
Sorry if I repeat some things that were said because I was just coming home basically. So am I, because I have like only lay person's knowledge, right, about this whole shit. when it comes to like cheating and coding. But am I right in assuming that right now you're operating basically in a playground without any supervision, because Namco has like there's nothing in your way, right? There's no anti-cheat, no whatever. The game gives you a lot of probably like, how do you say this, like client authoritative on your PC. So this I'm right in assuming that if they would do anything, like something, like even if it's just a basic anti-cheat or a cooperation with someone, that would make your job at least a little bit harder. Is that right to assume?
Oh yeah, they can absolutely do that. Are they going to? That's another question. I don't know.
Are they going? Yeah, okay. So are they going to? You don't know, but you are like, that's a correct assumption, right? Like right now, basically, there's nothing in your way. Like you want to go through a door and the door doesn't even have a handle. There is no door. Right? You're just going straight through. There's nothing in your way.
Yes, in a way. There are
Amazing.
some things that
Amazing.
we cannot do. Like we can't just put on like auto win, the set. That's just not a thing. I wish that was
in
the thing.
Tekken 7 that was.
What do you mean
possible.
No, sorry. No, not really.
Yeah, I remember. So that doesn't work anymore, because in Tekken 7 you could, for some reason it was saved, or like the config was on your client. You could actually set the opponent's health to 0 just per cheat engine and win. Like literally in ranked match. I tested this out. It's amazing.
What do you mean you tested this out, Finn? What do you mean?
I tested it out literally, but I tested it because I was like,
on range?
Cheat. No, in a lobby with a friend, because I cheated my fight money and shit because I lost my save file was corrupted, and all the treasure battles and shit.
Okay.
And I was amazed it works. I mean, get this, right? Tekken 7, you could do this with cheat engine, like amazing. But okay, so and possibly what you can also not do, because there's a server check, is you cannot directly like rewrite rank files, right? You cannot adjust that directly, right? In this game?
Yeah, I would assume so. I mean, I know that Kilm's tried a lot of this stuff and it just doesn't work. So I assume there is like a set like server client to server side basis.
Okay, so possibly something like this. It's probably very hard to engineer this, but my guess would be these server checks, right? That would be probably the best way, if they ever do something about this, to figure something out like that, because I think that is also the reason why you can't use the cream in Street Fighter 6, because there is a server check, right? It doesn't let you modify these files, and you cannot play online with the cream because of server checks, right?
Yeah, I mean, server checks are always the greatest way to do everything. So
that's why you can't easily like not easily hack like World of Warcraft and shit, right? Because it always checks everything, like your items, your damage rate, or whatnot, right?
It always connects to the server. It's always a server to player.
One question I also have with this, in Tekken we have like the matchmaking server, and then in the matchmaking server we get matched, and then we have a peer-to-peer connection, right? Would it be fair to assume that you could also, per this peer-to-peer connection, do way more, if you wanted to, like way more malicious stuff? If you have a connection to another...
Nah, there's still... I believe it's peer-to-peer. I don't know if it's...
Don't give them ideas, Finn. For the love of God, man.
No, I'm just...
Don't give them...
I mean, look... it's just of interest to me, because the potential... Like, think about if a scandal happens that literally, like, a virus gets introduced to your PC because of something like this.
It won't happen like that. Trust me. And I'm sure that you bring this up because of the Modern Warfare scandal, where they got access to
true. I heard about this. Actually, good point. Yeah, I watched a video like it.
No,
true. Maybe I brought it up because of that. It wasn't in the back of my mind. Maybe. Yeah.
Actually, I was thinking about the guy, the hacker that if you met that guy on Tekken 8, some months ago in season 1, there was a guy that you met in rank. There was a hacker, something like this. And if you met that guy, your rank will drop to like Vanquisher, like something like this. I don't remember how it works, but there was this guy that if you met this guy in ranked, basically you get your ranks demoted. Do you remember this story, guys? Do you remember this story?
I remember the story, but
I'm just going to quickly introduce Coenji to the stream because he wants to come in here and say some things. Coenji, can you hear us?
Yeah, is my mic working fine?
Yes. Yeah.
Hello, Coenji.
Hello.
Yeah,
hello.
Coenji.
All right. 2 things. Smash, damn those cheats, bro. I like when you played against me, I did not notice that you was cheating until like
Amazing.
Dustio did
Amazing.
like the breakdown. So
Yeah,
that
but
in
how
itself,
how did that happen? If I can ask, like, how did that still look at your replay and find the cheater? I don't understand.
But the thing that I want to mention is, well, right now we're talking about like the paid scripts that are
Mm-hmm.
like they have random frames on everything. There's no possible way to tell. And then I wanted to see the power of the free script, so how that worked. But it was a really stupid thought process of
Amazing.
taking it into matches. Right, I should have just like put it in offline or with a friend.
But did you win against
Uh,
Coenji with the cheats? Did you win against Coenji with the cheat?
I'm not sure. It was really bad because it did like a lame auto combo. I couldn't do one myself, and it also blocked me from moving every time he did something. So I could not like duck highs. I could not move. I could not
Mm.
sidestep. It would just completely like block
Okay.
every button.
Okay.
Yeah.
from basically doing whatever. Yeah. No, but I
But the
didn't.
paid scripts are so good that if you press a high, it will do a high crushing move. If you press a low, it will do a high crushing move. It's insane. And then you look in the replay and it all has random frames. That's how
Yeah.
sophisticated these cheats have become.
I think this is kind of like the issue with obviously not saying that the work that you've been doing isn't great, Blackheart. But a lot of these things, obviously, like people like these cheaters are gonna look at these things, right, and be like, oh, a lot of our scripts are like just kind of like these fixed frame numbers, so we're gonna just kind of like jumble
Yeah,
up
I
these
know,
things,
bro.
right?
I know, but the problem is, what I think is that they are gonna do that no matter what we do, in my opinion. So at
No, yeah,
least we make people
100%.
aware, But I get what you're saying. Of course,
Yeah.
yeah.
But basically, what I wanted to just kind of like add, right, because I do like a lot of cosmetic modding, so not cheat modding, but a lot of cosmetic modding. I need to get that out of the way.
And
But
you did the UE scripts that
yes,
in,
I do a lot of Unreal Engine kind of like visual stuff. So I work as like a games programmer anyway in Unreal Engine.
Can
And
you please
obviously-
make me knock this on Tekken 8 with nude feet, Coenji, please? On Clive.
I sadly can't do any of that.
Okay, sorry, bro. You can.
Even if I did, it would cost you a fee, bro.
No. I'm down to it. I want to see knock these feet, bro.
All right, that's enough of that.
But
Oh shit! I accidentally removed it. My bad.
oh my god, you do.
I mean, why not?
Shit. Sorry, Blackheart. You can come back in. I didn't mean it.
but
Yeah,
yeah,
go on,
there's
Coenji. Explain what you're gonna say.
No, I was just basically gonna say, as Gamma was basically saying, there is basically, there is some sort of implementation to like preventing people from cheating, but like the implementations are so like minimal. Like it basically doesn't stop any sort of like any sort of protection at all in terms of like what the game has in terms of like looking at certain values and stuff like that to like basically like make these scripts, right? And that's basically like the problem. They did some stuff previously in Tekken 7 for it. So for Tekken 7, you basically, obviously when you do like a move in Tekken 7, you can basically tell whether it's a high, a mid, or a low, or whatever, right? In Tekken 7, there was basically like a fixed number value for it, and you could find it in memory and all that stuff. And what they did in Tekken 7 is they randomized that number value, but they didn't like the way how they did it was like very like it wasn't like the best sort of implementation for it. So you could basically just find like the random numbers and they would never change, right? So you could basically just write scripts from that. And I heard for like Tekken 8, that's basically the same thing. So that's how like people are like building that stuff as well. The only sort of protection that they have is for like playing like boss characters and stuff online. So if you try and use them online, the game will just like lock up, I think. So that's why you don't see anyone like running around with like, like
Azazel.
Oh, Azazel. No, that's the only protection that this game has. Everything else is like,
amazing.
everything else is just basically free game. And
Amazing.
I don't know why that they like. I don't know. It's very baffling to me that they have, for example, all these anime games that they do. So like Shinobi Strikers, Xenoverse 2, all of those games have like at least EAC.
Yeah.
People are
Tekken
still
7,
cheating
Tekken
on
8,
those though.
they don't have. Yeah, well, they do, but even then, it's like a lot less.
Can I ask you
Compared to
something about
Tekken.
this, Coenji?
Yeah.
So if I have, let's say I have like the basic form of EAC, I know it's not, I know it's not perfect. I know for like a true cheat developer, or probably even for you, it is
do
like
that.
it would be easy to circumvent. But it would get rid of like Google Site 1 consumer level software, like for example auto hotkey, right? This would be blocked
I
from
would think
injecting, right?
I would think so, yeah, because you wouldn't be able to.
It would
Like-
I think it would remove auto hotkey. But like for if you make like a macro on my fight pad, for example, it's not going to detect that.
Okay, that's
But-
true. So yeah,
But
okay.
even that is a lot better than, for example, looking directly into the game's addresses and being like, this person is doing a high at this exact moment, and then we just duck. Like, it's something at least, right? Because even if you're doing like macro script stuff, you can do macro script stuff on, PS5 if you have like the correct things for it, right? So, but like the main things that are like really problematic on PC is like you're literally like looking at that data as soon as you do it in real time, and you're like, here's the appropriate answer that will just kill this option like 100% of the time, which is the problem that we have currently. And they don't
Yeah.
have anything to counter that sort of behavior, right? And it's such like a gray area in terms of like whether or not this person is cheating, that it doesn't have to be that in the first place if they had something there to begin with. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
we wouldn't have to be asking that question if they actually did something about it, but they're not doing anything about it.
Or at least, I mean, it's not perfect, but CSGO, I don't know how the experiment went, and Valve never probably shared numbers, but they had Overwatch. So I don't know. That is obviously not a perfect solution, and maybe bad things happen, but
it's really good actually. That's probably one of the best ways if you want to like train data or train the anti-cheat. The problem is a lot of people think like, oh, this guy's cheating because he did like a parry here or a parry there.
he did one wall bang and he is a cheat. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the issue with that one. And it could be fixed with giving it to higher level players, but they didn't do that. They gave it to like gold novas, which is like one of the lower ranks, and it was a disaster in the end.
Yeah, there were at least 1 or 2 confirmed false Overwatch bans that I know of that happened. I think one happened to Scream in Counter-Strike. Yeah.
Well, I don't know what to say. We're cooked basically because Gamma doesn't care about the scene. Fair enough.
Of course,
And,
and he doesn't care about Tekken, I would say.
Tekken team's not doing anything about it. So
The other thing about it that's interesting as well, and it's the other reason why I'm kind of like confused as well. So EAC is something, right? Like, it's something to just have at least. And one of the reasons why I'm really confused why they don't even implement that, if you're making a game in Unreal Engine, it's free to implement. They literally bought. They
I don't think
literally
it's free.
you can. No,
Is it free?
you can check this. They literally Epic Games literally bought
Bro.
EAC, and any developer that makes a Unreal Engine game can use Epic Games' services to implement EAC free of charge. So it's like, even that as well, I'm like, it's free. You don't have to pay anything to implement this.
Yeah, they just don't care, bro. They just don't care, bro. They can
Let me
they let
top
cheaters do
this,
whatever they want.
Let me
But
top
you know
this
what's
down.
very crazy to me? You have Tekken, which is like 100 million game at least. Why would they not program something against scripts?
Exactly. Exactly.
It's crazy.
Like,
Elden Ring is from Namco as well. Elden Ring doesn't run on Unreal. It has like some whatever engine, and they have EAC, even though Elden Ring is not a competitive
And that doesn't do
online
anything.
game. It doesn't. Wait, you said it does something. It doesn't have to do everything, but you said yourself it does at least a bit.
Oh yeah, like it does do a bit, but it's not going to do anything again. Let's be clear here. So Unreal Engine and From Software's own engine, completely different, right?
Yeah.
So in their game, I think you can just do God mode.
So the question I have because I haven't played Elden Ring, right? So the question I have about Elden Ring's EAC implementation, is it just an EAC bypass? Or is it something else? Because I know for like other games you can get, for example, an EAC bypass, right? So like let's say for Jump Force, right? You literally just put like a thing for it, you bypass EAC, and then you can like still play like Jump Force or whatever, even though it's like a dead game,
Usually
you
you
can still
can't play
play it online or
online.
whatever. Yeah.
Usually you can't. And
That's what I
that's
wanted to know.
mostly for mods.
Yeah.
So it's a little different. You can just turn off easy anti-cheat in those instances. Like for an actual multiplayer game, though, or like multiplayer only, it'd be like more strictly enforced.
Yeah, they'll do some sort of check. That's what I wanted to basically know, because I know, for example, for Shinobi Strikers, again, Bandai Namco Incompetence, they didn't write a check for it. So I'm pretty sure it's literally just a basic, like, is EAC enabled? They didn't do that for Shinobi Strikers, so you could turn off EAC and you, like, with the bypass, and you could just cheat in that game as well, right?
Would you even need the bypass? Could you not actually even just deactivate it and just...
Usually
the
there's a
bypass
check for it.
If they don't have it...
The bypass is kind of like the deactivation.
Okay,
right?
it just... Okay, I see.
Yeah, so, like, if you try to, like, for example, like, so they have, like, a scrolls currency in that game, right? So if you try to use this cheat engine right away for it, it wouldn't work. But if you did, like, the bypass and then you went online, it would work perfectly fine.
So you are telling me they are that incompetent that their anti-cheat is literally asking you, hey, do you want to turn me off? And you can just say yes, basically.
Yeah. But they
Nice.
have that as a, like, easy anti-cheat has that as, like, a feature, but what you're supposed to do is have checks in place, like, with that as well. And the checks they have for that is, like, from what I understand, it's quite basic, right? So, no, for a fact, it wasn't implemented properly into Shinobi Strikers because people were cheating in that like crazy. But they did it for Xenoverse 2. When Xenoverse 2 had, cheating as like an issue, they actually implemented it in that game. And they had stuff like, they actually did like a really decent job. Like surprisingly, they did a decent job with that game because
did it actually work? Because I see people doing Ultra Ego Vegeta and Super Saiyan 10 Broly.
Yeah, all that stuff. But you have to have when you have EAC off, it doesn't allow you to use the multiplayer. So you can still use all the crazy mods and all that stuff, but all the mods are regulated offline. So you can't actually take them online and all that stuff. And people had like hacked stats and all that stuff for Xenoverse 2. When they did kind of like the patch to be like, okay, we're kind of like, we're gonna have EAC and like do some stuff. They actually detected the hack stats as well, and they reset all that stuff. But that's the thing, Tekken 8, like they don't do any of that stuff. Even like the what was it? There was like a exploit before where people were making like customization items and they were like scaling it to be like a really massive site. They didn't have like a basics, like when you're doing
I fought against
like
one of those guys. There was the guy with Yoshimitsu.
It was kind of funny though.
That played with a giant hat that basically made him invisible, like giant hat. Like
they didn't have like when you're doing that stuff in any sort of like, any sort of game where, okay, you're giving people control, right? It's like, okay, someone might be able to like hack this value, right? They didn't have a check to be like, oh, let's kind of like reset this value back, like, at the start of the match, or like when we save the customize. It doesn't have any of that. And I'd be like, okay, maybe that's understandable if this is their first time where like this is like an issue. But it's an issue in Soul Calibur 6. And they never fixed it in Soul Calibur 6 as well.
I mean, hey,
it's like
they let Soul Calibur die a painful death, bro.
Yeah, bro.
I wanted to ask Gamma a question. When I started seeing the cheats in Tekken 8, would it be fair to say that they're more sophisticated now than when the game first came out?
Again, it's not the cheat itself, it's the people making like the scripting for it, because it's all in a scripting language. And when you have those people that want to play the game or want to learn the ins and outs of it, it's like, okay, I'm going to learn So I guess you could say it is more sophisticated.
Mm-hmm.
But
Would you?
it's going
Okay,
to-
so I wanted to ask then, if it is more sophisticated now, like maybe I don't know, maybe you can't answer this, but is there anything in the game that you and your guys are working on to make better to cheat with, like any new implementations?
Mayhaps. Yes. That would
Anything
be a
that you
yes.
can share?
That sounds very suspect.
So you know how earlier I was talking about the certain strings can beat out a cheater, and you just have to span the same string.
Mm-hmm.
If I want to prevent that, I think of it like a puzzle. How do I prevent that? Well, first of all, what is a string? What's a natural string? What can it combo into? All right. What I've done is I've gone through every single character's move list, and I have grabbed all those IDs. And what I can do is I can say, if this move comes out, if this animation comes out, I can sidestep to the left or right, or I can block, I can parry, I can do anything I want. Does that make sense?
Mm. Yeah.
Unfortunately, yes. Unfortunately, yes.
Yeah,
It's
I
not
was
done
just
yet. But it takes a lot of work, but it's almost there. Hopefully,
Okay.
maybe.
So it's fair to assume, it would be fair to assume then for everyone watching that as Tekken 8 progresses and gets more seasoned or older, we're gonna expect to see better methods of cheating going forward.
Yeah, and it's all for my specific method. It's only gonna, like, let's say you spam the same string over and over again. That's not gonna work against my bot, right? It'll work for maybe on other people's bots, but it won't work on my bot. It's
And
going to depend.
The
Is
guy
your
with the
bot-
largest bot out there.
Is your bot gonna be something that like you sell to the people in your Discord, like make it readily available for them?
Eventually, yes.
Oh my fucking god, you're so. Okay,
So
no,
this is
sorry,
basically
Sorry,
this is
sorry.
like we started off
What a
with the
disgusting
T1000 and we've
piece
got
of
the
shit.
TX
What
now.
a disgusting piece of.
And
Okay, sorry.
they don't want to implement anything. It's crazy. I don't get it.
I don't-
I don't get it.
I don't want to like divert here. I just wanted to. Am I allowed to quickly do an interrogation? Because I actually wanted to also ask Smashov something.
Yeah,
that
yeah.
allowed? Smashov.
Before you do, can I
um,
just quickly I just read these two super chats, please?
Yes, of course.
OJ, thank you for the $2. Tekken 8 has Mario Kart smart steering now. Yeah, basically. And TomTom, thank you for the $5. Cheating is becoming a big problem in Street Fighter 6 as well. It's becoming extremely annoying. Yeah, I
It's
would
true.
imagine that cheating is they would focus more on that just because of how big the player base is. But I don't know. Like you said,
even
that
had
you like
one-
Tekken stuff.
One guy. Well, we didn't have that. They had one guy player confirmed cheating in one World Warrior event. This is the only one I know of, but it happened. Okay.
Yeah, go on, Finn, if you want to do your
So,
interrogation.
I'm sorry if I repeat something or ask something that was said before, but so you got this cheat, yeah? And the thing I heard was your story is you wanted to see how effective it was.
Yeah.
They cheat
So first question, were you satisfied with that?
Nah, man, not at all.
What
No?
did you ask, Finn? I
Was-
didn't hear.
Wasn't it good enough, or
No, I was looking at the free script, right? And the free script had a lot of issues. But that's for me as a player that's already good. But I do think that if you use the free script, if you're bad, like if you're purple rank, red rank, it will help you a lot, probably.
okay? So you got this, and you wanted to see like how effective it is and how it feels and stuff. Did you tell anyone previously about that you do that?
Honestly, no, man. Like, the reason I did do it is because, a lot of times I'm in games, I'm like, is this guy cheating or what's going on? So then I started to look into what's actually happening. And I went on to Google and then I found elite PvPers. And that's where you could find street counter, and that's where I started finding all this stuff.
So
Another thing I want to say is I was S1 GOD with Yoshimitsu, which is not a supported character. So you know, but yeah, man, it was a stupid thing for me because I did take it into ranked. I fought Coenji. It was very dumb. It was a very dumb decision. I just downloaded right off the bat. I plugged it in, and I didn't think of it. I was like, okay, let's see how this works, what this is, and it was very stupid.
okay, so
Yeah.
So you're telling me so. Your story changed a little bit there. I got two different answers, but okay. So you went online, then you searched those scripts, you downloaded them, and instead of asking one of your friends to just test it with you in a private match,
Dastiel,
you
you
said
want to join
let's-
us? Dastiel, hey, Dastiel is in my
you
chat.
said
Dastiel, you
let's
wanna
hop
join
into
us,
ranked,
Dastiel?
Yeah, exactly. And that's
Why
why I'm
would you-
saying.
but why? Why would you not just test it in a private match? Why would you go
Okay.
in ranked?
You're right. You're 100% right, and that's why I'm saying it was very stupid of me.
So you don't.
To
So you just did it because. So
Dastiel
you're
is
telling me
saying,
yes,
sorry,
Dastiel wants
sorry,
to
sorry.
join. I
No,
think
Dastiel doesn't want to join, but he's saying, is this how you're pretending that he only cheated that one time in Dragunov?
this is. I'm
Um,
getting to. I'm getting there.
He's been an active cheater for a long time now. It's been documented.
if it's been,
Let me
if it's
wait
been,
quickly.
yeah.
Don't interfere with my interrogation here. It's
Okay.
because I get a bit of a weird feeling when you say that. Then like why? So look, because you said also I don't know if it was only online or offline, but you competed, right? You at least entered some tournaments, right? Like people
Yeah.
know you. Like why in the fuck would you download this, inject this, and go into ranked with your main account? And you are are you actually telling me that you would have come open about this if you wouldn't have been caught? Is that what you're telling me?
He cheated. Dastiel is saying he cheated in that tournament, by the way.
Is that
I did. If what?
Dastiel is saying he cheated in that tournament, by the way.
If listen, if I did cheat in a tournament,
what do you mean if you did?
then it would have come out, obviously, right?
Well, I mean, Dastiel is probably in the okay.
Dastiel
Dastiel
is
is
saying he
probably in
doesn't
the
want to join,
process
but
of.
maybe it would be better if he joined.
Because I did join set and reset a couple of times, and if I was cheating, I even played on stream.
Wait! What the fuck do you mean with if I was cheating?
I'm saying if I was using cheats in tournaments, or maybe on my previous characters, because I had 4 GODs, and I
don't care how many
played
GODs
a lot.
you have. That is a weird flex.
But I'm
to
saying,
bring up. You cheated.
no, I'm not flexing. I'm saying then it would have come out a long time prior to the.
So wait.
this, right?
Okay. Do you
Dastiel
realize
is
that this
saying-
makes me wait?
Dastiel is saying- sorry.
Blackheart, wait. Do you realize that this makes me a bit like that the answer from you is not the fuck I did cheat in a tournament, bro, Dastiel? Your answer is if I did cheat, it might have bro.
I'm not saying it might have come out. I'm saying then it would have been big news, right? Then everybody would say like tournament.
How would it be big news when the video was then the video is literally about how effective this cheat was and how it was relatively not that easy to detect you.
Because tournament is like wide, big scene by everyone. And also one thing I want to say is that Yoshimitsu is not a supported character.
Okay,
for
good
example.
shit. But
Yeah.
look, you are obviously a player that is competent. I'm not denying this, but that
Yeah,
doesn't
but
that doesn't make anything any
you're
better.
asking good questions, and I did something very stupid, and that's why I'm saying I take full responsibility. It was very dumb. I will never do something dumb like that again.
Okay.
But
Let me
yeah,
ask
it was a stupid move.
Okay, so you're saying, okay,
Yeah.
let me ask you this then. You only cheated in one ranked session. That is what you're telling me. That is you're swearing to God right now. You only cheated in one ranked session. Is that what you're telling me?
Be honest, bro. Be honest, bro.
Because the story changes here a bit.
Okay, listen.
You're really putting me on the spot.
Yeah, of course. I was wondering why am I the one.
One thing that's happening, and like after the Dragonite video, everyone was saying, "Oh, so you cheated in this tournament. Also, you cheated there. Also, you cheated here and here." Bro, I've looked at it in the beginning of Tekken, and after that, I basically stopped. I thought it's fucking lame as fuck. I got to GOD naturally with multiple characters. I was on stream. I was in tournaments. I
You
always
said
played
this now
legit.
multiple times, yes.
And yeah, bro. And then basically, I reached out to Blackheart. I explained the situation.
Wait, no,
And
you are now swimming around here. I asked you a very specific question. Are you swearing to God that you only cheated in this one short, whatever, Dragunov ranked session?
no, man. I'll be honest, no. But I will say and I want to be as honest here as I can. I want to speak the truth.
You cheated
I did.
before. You cheated before. You cheated
Yes,
before.
but not in tournaments and not on my characters that I reached GOD with.
Have you ever watched videos from okay, it's not a bad name to bring up, but from Karl Jobst? Have you ever watched this shit of like speedrunning cheating? Do you realize that every time he caught someone, there's something that is called like trickling the truth a little bit? When someone gets caught doing this, the first response is, "Oh, guys, I'm sorry, I did it. I did it only here, only this, only that day," and suddenly it's and actually 3 months ago I wasn't really I was really annoyed. And then it comes out they were always cheating. So didn't you? I don't want to look. I didn't hear every word you said on this show, but didn't you say something to the extent of you only did it once and only there today? Didn't you say this? And now you say, "Oh, that could maybe."
No, I said I was testing the drag script. That's what I said.
Yeah, but didn't you say you only
But
tested it basically in that moment for that one day or that one session, and now we
but
are already.
the thing here is like because I've played a lot. I've played in a lot of tournaments. I've always played legitimately. So if I'm going to say, okay, yeah, it happened before, then everyone's gonna say to me right now, so you cheated in these tournaments, or so you cheated your way to GOD, which isn't the case at
I'm
all.
not saying that. I'm not saying that. I don't even
But then-
believe that.
But
I don't
then,
believe that.
but then it becomes a thin line, right? Then
Okay,
it's like,
but look,
oh,
I don't
so
even believe. I don't believe that you cheated your way to GOD even or something. I don't believe that at all. But what I'm saying is,
yeah, but that's you, right? So like if I say, okay, I tried it in the beginning of Tekken, then I stopped, I played legitimately, then now everyone that's lost ever against me is gonna say, oh, but you cheated against me.
Guys,
okay,
can I-
that is
Right.
natural, but that is like
Can
kind
you-
of like
can
on
you-
you. But okay, so let me get this story straight. You
Wait,
are
Finn, wait, Finn. There are some comments in my chat. The guys in my chat are suggesting that he cheated also in set and reset, and that he had auto rage.
yeah, they are suggesting it, but without any like they are suggesting
That's
it.
still
Like, I
an
care
evil.
about.
That's still an evil. Again, guys, if you can come on the podcast, guys. I cannot read all the messages, but I'm gonna say this. Wait, Finn, wait. I'm gonna say this, okay? We know that this guy cheated. Okay, we know that this guy cheated, and he cheated also again in season 2. We know this. Okay, we know this. I am saying also that he helped us understand how the cheats work, and he helped us understand what is the community doing now. So I'm gonna say this, only this. He swore to me that he will never cheat again after he got caught now, and that he will try to become a better person. That's what all I will say. So yeah, we know he cheated, but he swore to me. That's a swear, of course. That's the only
Without
we
mentioning
have to
that,
trust
oh
him.
yeah, and by the way, in the beginning I
So
did.
now I made my video on him private because he helped us
What
understand
did
the
you
cheating
do?
community. Wait, I made the video private because he helped us understand. He gave us all the material we talked about today. That's the only way. So
Okay.
I told him. Okay, you told us all the material. No, wait. You told us all this material. You promised that you will not cheat again, and I'm saying, okay, I trust. But if you get caught again, our relationship ends, and I'm gonna put the video back up. I only did this because he helped me with all this material. So that's what I decided to do. Of course,
Okay.
I'm not condoning cheaters because I'm saying that he messed up. But I gotta say that he helped us understand all of what is happening in the background here. Also, he gave me all the material I needed.
Yeah, I got
So
that,
I
but
did today.
who cares?
I
If
care
you-
because it's important.
Okay, you care. Okay,
Without,
it's fine. But
without
okay,
this,
you already
without
said
this,
that
we couldn't
if you want to take that video down because someone was nice to you, but okay, fine. Okay, finally,
But I don't
let me bring
justify
this.
what he
Okay,
did. I don't
okay.
justify what he did.
One
But at
thing,
least,
No,
uh,
I
at
get
least,
it. I
wait,
get it. I
at
get
least
it, bro.
at least he did something useful for the community. At least. So
I just wanna
this
get-
is my deal with him.
Okay,
you know,
so
one thing I do want to say is like, you know, I don't want to get defensive now and start like defending myself, but I do want to say the Dragunov matches were like one session of 5 matches. It's not, I wasn't pushing ranked, so it was very stupid. I did cheat there, but truthfully, I was really genuinely looking at what is this free script that's available to the community? What is it doing? And that's the real truth there. And the reason why I'm being a bit defensive is just because right now people are saying, "Oh yeah, so he also cheated in set and reset," right? But that's also he was doing it. But if I was cheating in set and reset, don't you think it would have come out? Don't you think
They
there would
say
have
that
been videos on it?
How?
They
If-
say
if- like, if people didn't-
they say that they tried to tell the tournament organizers, but they didn't believe the story and they covered it up basically.
Okay, first of all, look,
Yeah.
I just want to do my part because then I want to fuck off because otherwise I'm gonna explode in a moment and then I'm gonna.
But I completely understand what you're saying, Finn. Yeah, you're right. You're right.
I
Yeah.
don't know if you really understand because look, you know, the thing is, you started the sentence right now with "I don't want to defend myself." Then you said "I did defend myself." Then you, I don't know, maybe want to bring up again that Yoshimitsu is not supported by the script you use, which okay, I guess it's legit. Like, look, I just want to get your story straight, and your story is. Your first version of it was, well, I just got interested in it. I searched for it. I wanted to try it out. And you are telling me straight up in my face that you thought, yeah, I just did an oopsie here by injecting this shit into my main account, even though you even said, I think you have multiple accounts. That is really weird to me. Like,
I don't have multiple accounts.
Okay,
Yeah.
then you don't have multiple accounts would have been a great spot to create some. But this is so insane to me to even believe, as someone who, as you said, you compete, to do that is you didn't tell anyone about it. There is no proof for this that you really wanted to do this. It's only your word, the word of a cheater. And now, can I ask you this? Did you already now get banned by like everything? Like World Tours, Bandai Namco, whatever who gets involved, tournament organizers, did they already ban you? Or you are not now telling me they do a Blackheart and because you are nice, they are saying like, oh, come on. I mean, hey, it's Yoshimitsu.
Wait, stop. Let me interject here. I think if we're being fair to Smashov, he has come forward with a bunch of information
After
and
being caught.
Also, one thing he has done that a lot of people aren't doing. This might sound very minor, but he's turned his camera on and he's sat here with us. Like, he's not an anime profile picture saying sorry and disappearing into the background. He's a Tekken player who has.
Yes, but
I think that it's okay to forgive people when they do something wrong. I don't think that we should.
I forgive him. Bro, I have no problem with him personally. He seems like a nice guy. I would fucking hang out with him and drink a beer. No problems. No questions asked. Easy, bro. But I want your ass banned. Everywhere.
No.
What? Wait, what do you mean? No, he cheated.
I think he has to.
Wait, am I fucking crazy? You are trolling.
No. You're not crazy.
Guys, stop. There's no proof he cheated in tournament. There's only evidence that it was against Coenji. There's no actual evidence that he cheated in tournament. So you can't.
There is, Mike. There is actually, but
there's evidence he cheated in tournament.
Yeah, the guys are providing.
There's not even evidence that he actually cheated in this ranked set, because if we are for real, obviously he did, and he said it, but for real, it could have been like a major 1 in a million coincidence, whatever, right? So unless we have a VAC ban, which we don't in fucking this dogshit game, we have to go with probability. And what Dastiel obviously pointed out in the initial video is like, yeah, okay, that is beyond any fucking reasonable doubt. Are you crazy? But guys, you are actually telling me you are not actually right now. Coenji, you are a professional. Coenji, what? Help, guys! What the fuck?
No,
can someone please?
Can I give you my take, Finn? Can I give you my take, guys? Sorry for interrupting.
I already heard your take. Yeah,
no,
he's
no,
nice.
wait. Wait. I want to tell you something more. So this guy, of course, we know he cheated. Everybody knows he cheated. And okay, so we can agree on that, and we can agree that cheaters suck. We hate cheaters, everybody. The only thing I'm saying is that now this guy, of course, he got caught. So maybe to save face, and I can still understand, he snitched on the whole cheating group and he snitched on all the things that the cheaters did. So, and he's, he's using, he's putting his face on camera on 600 people. So now he's saying, I will not, oh, wait, I will never cheat anymore. I will never cheat anymore. So
That's
if he
not
gets
the
caught,
issue
if he
he's
gets
telling.
caught, he's saying that, okay.
You ca-
So if he's lying,
He
he's
wants
lying to
to be
1,000
banned.
people
Bro,
almost.
Blackheart,
He's lying to
do you-
1,000 people almost.
Wait, sorry.
Blackheart.
What did you say, Gamma?
The problem here is he injected on his main, which is already stupid to do. All right. And the problem Finn is trying to say here is he wants him banned. I am in agreement with Finn on this one.
Yeah, he
You
can
know?
be banned. He can be banned from tournaments until
No.
he proves
Account banned. Account banned.
Well,
yeah, of course, he cheated. Of course.
Actually, good that you bring this up. Yeah, both. Like, yes, both.
I
Like,
mean,
tournament-
realistically,
No, I agree on this.
realistically,
I agree on
You
this.
guys
I agree on this.
understand how create Gamma, the one that is creating the cheats. Is the
Yeah, I agree with him. He is the expert on this shit. What do you mean? I take everyone I can get. If he wants to join the force, I take him up, bro. Let's clean
I
up
mean,
together.
realistically, like you are probably gonna get account banned, but it's not an issue anyway because in this game you just make a new account anyway.
Yeah, that's
I-
also true.
I-
Coenji,
I-
thanks for reminding me of this.
I
Well,
agree.
one thing, Finn. I did get caught. I didn't really think much of taking it into rank. That was very dumb of me. I agree. One thing I do want to mention, like I said, if I would have been cheating all this time, and because I didn't cheat on my main right now, which is Fang as well, would have been out a long time by now. Even if I didn't use like not obvious cheats, like I'm not a big streamer or like very well known, but people do know me, and I think it would have been out a long time if I was cheating all this time and I was like, it wasn't just that one session and it was like all the time cheating, like Fireburst was cheating, then it would have been out. And that's
Okay,
just
I'm gonna
one thing
entertain
that
you
I do
on
want to
this.
say. Yeah,
I'm gonna entertain you on this. Like, obviously, I cannot say you don't have a point, but the point is these cheats were so hard to detect that you have to also agree with me. From my perspective, you could have been cheating. Your argument of it probably would have come out is true, but you have to also agree with me. It could have also probably
They're
not
hard
come
to,
out
yeah,
as
they're
well, like
hard
equally.
to, they're hard to.
it's true. You're right.
Oh, and
The other
okay, so
thing-
now you
Oh.
realize my perspective here, because yes, you came out and said, bro, this is shit, yada yada yada. But after your ass has been caught, you have to realize how this looks like.
No, but I
was gonna
agree on
say,
the ban.
the-
I agree on the ban. I agree on the ban, of course. But
And I agree with you. But if you go to my wave view right now, you will see that the drag things that I did was a couple of matches only. So in my defense, I wasn't
But how would I
pushing
know?
rank. You can go to my wave view and check
Yeah,
actually.
but how
So-
would I know?
So that does mean that I wasn't pushing ranked. I wasn't like entering tournaments with it. I wasn't like going crazy at it, trying to reach GOG in that way.
That doesn't mean no. You are confusing.
No, it does.
this.
It
Nah,
does.
no.
I did cheat with drag in rank, but it does mean that it was only a couple of matches.
Wait,
In the-
wait. Now
matter.
you're changing. Wait, you're changing your story. Now you are saying it was a couple of matches. If I asked you earlier, you said, "Oh, you put me on the spot here." Okay, I did cheat earlier. Wait a minute. What? Whoa. You're changing your story again.
I'm not changing. It's the same. It's just I'm saying something.
Guys in the chat,
like, right? But it's the same.
rewind this
But-
shit if
but-
you're listening. But look,
Look,
Bro, we
it's
know-
Smash Up.
we
In
know-
my,
we know
in my
you-
opinion, the way I see it is, yes, you cheated, and it is gonna, based on even what you said earlier, where it's like it's hard to even detect these cheats now. There's no way for us to know if you're telling the truth. I personally, because you came on the podcast and you turned your camera on and you sent all that information in, I'm a second chances kind of person. I know the chat won't agree with me. In my opinion, as long as you didn't do it in tournament, because then that's a whole other kettle of fish. If you just did it in ranked, I am willing to forgive and forget. That's just me personally. I'm a
in my
forgiving.
opinion, you should get your cheating account still get banned because you still cheated in some ranked matches with your account. But now that you've shown your face in public on like 6,000 plus people, if you're willing to really change, you have to prove yourself about that, because we know you cheated, but you still have a chance to redeem yourself for what you did for us and for the community. That's my take. So you messed up in the past. Guys, I was a rage quitter. When I was younger, I was a serial rage quitter.
Do you see Mike's face right now?
When I was called Java Bit 2000. I had another account when I was very young. I was like 12 years old, 13 years old. I was a serial rage quitter.
Years old. No,
I'm very open about it. It's true. I was a serial rage quitter. So I understood I did wrong, and I improved out of that. I switched my name, and now I am Blackheart 59, and you know me, all of you know.
Sometimes
me.
you also
So-
white liver.
I wanted to ask Smashov.
So you can always mess up, but you can still,
The people in Blackheart's chat are saying that they're saying that you cheated in tournament. Can I just ask, why are they saying that?
My opinion, honestly, is if they say that now, okay, he cheated with Dragunov and rank, then he must have cheated everywhere, right? That's just how I feel about the situation, and that's why it's hard for me to be truthful here, because now everything that I did prior to this is gonna be said like, oh, he cheated, while that wasn't the case.
Yeah, that's
So
an
that's kind
unfortunate
of hard
reality.
on my heart. It's very unfortunate, because that's what's the take is gonna be now. Like, I ran a lot of sets with people on stream and everything, and now I'm getting messages also he cheated there, while I was playing legit 100%, and I just beat him fair and square.
Of course, when you get caught cheating, of course every match is gonna look suspicious, bro. Of course, man.
Yeah,
of course.
that
You
is
realize
unfortunately
that.
that's going to be a side effect now of what that's self-inflicted. That
Yeah.
you brought it on yourself. But I'm saying that as long as you didn't cheat in tournament, I think the fact that you came on the podcast, you've spoken in front of hundreds of people, I am okay to I wouldn't push for your ban. I believe in second chances, and I think if we're not willing to give people second chances, we're not going to go anywhere from here.
I am with the ban, but I also can give you. I agree with the ban. Like, he should be banned, but he can also prove himself that he learned something out of this thing, and maybe he can improve. That's what my take. Like, he should be banned for when in the account in which he cheated. He should be banned. But if he really wants to change for the mistake he made, I am not like, since we helped us so much in uncovering all of this cheating stuff. I can give him a second chance, because he's putting his face in public and saying, I will never cheat again. So of course it's up to you guys if you trust him or not.
Oh, wait, hold on, guys.
Yeah,
Okay,
but-
I'm seeing what you're saying in chat. I'm not saying that he should be not banned because he's on my podcast. It could be any way he goes. I'm just saying that I don't. Are you guys saying that his account should be banned? That the account.
Look, I don't even really care
I
about
think
this
his account should
account.
be
I care
banned.
about the competitive holiness of this shit. And this is a lifetime ban for every tournament circuit, every fucking major, every offline, every fucking online
Yeah,
series.
that's
TNS,
what I
EU.
don't agree with. I don't agree with a lifetime ban in tournaments if he didn't do anything in tournament.
I think a punishment should
Okay.
always be made for this occasion, but not a lifetime. A punishment is okay for me. Punishment, yes, because cheating is bad, of course.
Yeah, if they banned
But
your
he can
account,
also, but he can
it would be a
also, but he can
reasonable
also prove
reaction.
but he can also prove to change. Also, in my opinion,
Yeah,
again, I changed. I changed for the better.
It's a reasonable it's reasonable if they banned your account because of what you did. That's just a repercussion of it. But I don't think calling for a lifetime ban from tournaments if he didn't do it in the tournament and he only did it on ranks is reasonable.
Okay, but you are also operating on an assumption right now that he didn't.
Yeah, but then what we off with his head if we don't have any information?
If someone has the replays on this shit, maybe we can find something. If someone has that shit archived, I doubt someone has, because you would go to almost my level of autism to do that. But well, I don't know what to say. Like,
No, I did play on stream. So
yeah, but we need. Okay,
I don't know if it's somewhere there. But
wait, when was this tournament? When was it?
I was gonna say, was it played on this patch?
No, I'm not sure.
They're saying set and reset.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, when was
set and
that
reset?
set and reset? Because
I don't know. I have to ask the guys in chat about Evil and.
okay,
Garcia
I mean,
if
I did my
if they're
thing
still
here.
in
I
chat.
think the story stinks as hell, and a few
Yeah, it's a very bad
minutes
story,
ago,
man. It's a very bad story.
No, that's not
But-
how I mean it. But yeah, it's also a very weird story. But you know, at a certain point, he swam a little bit back and said, "Oh, you put me on the spot." So that shit's on tape.
basically you're saying is, so if I got caught with this Dragonov, even if it was one session, how can you be sure I wasn't cheating with my other characters with the super cheat, right? That's basically what you're saying.
I mean, I'm saying I would never believe anything that you
Yeah,
say,
that's
anyways, because
that's agreeable. That's agreeable.
But then, okay, I do understand that. But then is it fair to say that like Yoshimitsu not being a supported character, me streaming ranked with him like at God level all this time?
again, you're doing this again.
No,
You're doing
but,
this
but
again.
it makes sense. It makes sense. But then wouldn't I have been like caught a lot earlier? And that's just what I'm saying, because you're saying like, okay, I've been cheating. How can we not know he's not been
No,
cheating?
I'm not saying this.
That's
I'm
the
not
answer
saying-
to
no.
that, right?
I
That's
am
the
not
answer
say-
to, okay, so
Careful.
I haven't been cheating all this time.
Careful. Don't put words in my mouth. I didn't say you definitely cheated. I said you want me to believe you that you
No,
did.
I don't
You
want
said-
you specifically to believe me. I'm just saying like it's not like I'm not like Fairyboss or someone that's been cheating
Look,
all this time,
Faribos, okay.
right?
Look, I don't doubt you are competent at the game. Obviously you are, but that is also part of the problem, because the whole point of this shit show is that this cheat, and this is something that is now known for months, that we have the first time we saw those scripts with probabilities and sidestepping and punishment, we already knew this shit is almost like organically almost undetectable unless shit fucks up, probabilities fuck up, whatever. But this is the whole point. So your argument of telling me that it would have been unlikely to catch you not cheating, obviously, for such a long time, that's pretty unlikely, Finn, isn't it? But I have to disagree, because the whole point is of how difficult it is to actually spot this.
The one
And-
thing I would like to add to that as well, sorry to cut you off,
Yes, please.
is that
No, go.
bans are done manually as well in this game. So if it doesn't look like you're cheating, you just won't get banned as well. So there was some patches as well that, you know, like there would be like someone that's cheating, right? People would look the next patch and be like, okay, he has to be banned, right? And he look at me, he's like, oh, he's not banned because they just they didn't, see anything to ban him. Because there's no sort of detection for any of that stuff.
No, that's definitely a problem, right?
Okay, Lone Wolf, I don't know what screenshots you mean, you idiot. He admitted that he cheated, so I don't know. Maybe you haven't listened, but okay. All I wanted to say, you seem like a nice guy. Okay, you do. I have nothing personally against you. It's super cool. I wish you wouldn't have done this. I don't know how long you did it. You say only this, only then, only that day. Fine. You came out. You have balls, right? More than other people do. You could have just fucked off. You could. I give you that.
He
I give
snitched on the
you
whole
credit.
group. Not gonna lie, this is like
Yeah, okay. Now he's a snitch
great
as well. Okay,
betrayal,
nice.
a great
Nice.
betrayal. This is
Yeah,
like
a
some
great
sort
double
of
betrayer. So-
backstabbing. I never saw
Look,
something like this.
I would have probably done the same because it's probably a good move to try this route. But okay, I now obviously accuse you of marketing this shit. But point is, for me, this is like about integrity, and this game is competitive for me. Like even going into ranked as someone who is a competitor, this is the point where I'm like, but obviously, right? It's always the people like you who are good at the game, who have skill, and are like, what? How can I think I can
You're
get a little
making
bit
me
better. I
blush
think I
like
deserve
this,
this.
huh?
This is the logic, and it's unfortunate that you did this, but in my opinion, hey, it is what it is. I said my piece, but okay. And apparently there are some screenshots that I should see, because then I guess he is completely innocent then, right? Or what
Finn.
screenshots was he talking about?
By the way, Finn, we are in a Discord call with a cheat maker and a former cheater. How do you feel?
I feel
Like
good because
I don't know. I
because
don't know.
Gamma
I don't know. How
actually-
to feel. I don't know. And a cosmetic modder and Michael. How do you feel?
Not
I feel-
only a cosmetic
I-
mod, he also did these are like super good scripts I used. You need like injection
Not
for
when you
this shit to
when
even
you,
work.
I don't know.
when you
like,
say
I don't know.
scripts as well, don't make it sound like cheats, by the way.
Yeah, it does.
No,
Okay,
yeah.
sorry, guys. It's sorry. I make advertisement right now. It's called Tekken Tranquility. Please get it. It's super good. I use it as well. It's nice, and you can also do a lot other things with it if you want to. And Coenji basically did this whole.
I
kit
want to
for it.
ask. I want to. Mike, can I ask one thing
Mhm.
to Gamma? So tell me, why do you think I have not a functioning brain activity, brain
Oh.
power?
Yeah, I've seen your tweets. Please get off of
You
Twitter.
said
Thank
that
you.
about him?
Uh,
You said he
Oh,
does.
yeah,
he said-
You
yeah,
said he doesn't have.
he said-
Wait, what?
I
Can
don't
you
know,
quote this? Wait,
I don't know,
quote the
I don't
tweet.
know.
Let Gamma respond.
I've said it in the Discord. I've said it in. I haven't said it on Twitter, but like your tweets, dude. Like, please.
Like what? Like what tweets exactly? For example, me saying that Fariborz is stealing my name.
Oh, that
and
one's
mocking-
just funny, dude. It's
No,
just a
and you-
joke.
And you answered, no, Fariborz is actually a good player, of course.
Yeah, that's a joke. I know he's cheating his ass off, dude.
Yeah, but I didn't know you, and then I find out that you are a cheat maker. I say, bro, you are a fucking, like, okay.
I mean, fair.
So what about my tweets? What exactly you find wrong with my tweets? Me showcasing all the problems with the game, or I don't know. What do you think are my tweets are so I don't know.
I have to go on Twitter. Ooh.
Okay.
Ooh.
I see.
You know, one thing I quickly want to mention while you search Gamma is one time I was playing ranked. I was trying to rank up Fang to God in season 2, and I faced Fariborz using the main man Sui, his name, playing Kazuya. I lost to him twice. Then I matched up against him immediately. I lost twice again, and I was like, "What the fuck is going on? Is the main man Sui cheating?" So I looked at the stream. He was not cheating. I mean, he was not on stream, right? So I was like, maybe that's not him. But I lose 4 times. Then I get into another match. I was on demo, and I fought this random Jin, and I lose. So I get demoted from like Tekken God to Tekken Emperor. So I rematch him. I win the match, and the dude plugs. So I lose to a cheater 4 times, and then I get demoted, and then I win the rematch, and the guy plugs. I deleted Tekken. I did not play for I think like 1 month, and then I came back, and I kept on pushing, but that shit really sucked.
So
yeah.
Gamma, can I ask you? Because I saw some of the comments in there. Do the people in the Discords really dislike me and Blackheart?
Of course,
I
bro.
think
Of course.
you
What do you
guys
think, bro? Of
bad
course,
Hold
bro.
on, let Gamma
No,
respond.
I think most of the things are like negative about the game, and I'm more of a casual player. But like I like to play the game, as the patches come out. But like like some of the things that I see, like unfortunately on my feed are like every time someone downplays the game, Tekken dies. Like, okay, relax, dude. It's not that bad. It's not that bad.
1/10 potential 1/10 of the player base is not bad.
Do you think that you're poisoning the well at all, though, Gamma?
Oh yeah, I am. But
So do you feel like you're contributing to the downfall of the game?
not as much. I think here's the thing. I think that the Tekken YouTubers, Tekken players have a lot more voice and say than a cheater will. Obviously, the cheats are bad. The cheats are going to hurt the game in the long run, but
what is the but? What is the but in this story?
I like the game as is.
No, you don't. No, you don't. No, you don't. If you make these kind of cheats, you don't like the game. You're destroying the game. You don't love one single thing about this game if you do like something like this.
I
But
have
you'll never
been
understand of
online
course.
with the bot. So
What? What did
Yeah.
you say?
I
you
haven't been
say?
online with the bot. I've played it against friends. I've only
you-
used it in private matches.
You
Do
say
you
you
plan on
want.
going
You say you want to. You say you want to use them in ranked. You said.
Eventually, yes.
So, doesn't that contradict your point? Don't try to justify yourself.
I'm
I
not
was saying that-
justifying myself, but I don't know, man. Like,
I think we're just trying to understand the mentality. So, like, obviously, a fighting game, the fun in a fighting game is overcoming your opponents with your own skill. But you said that you like Tekken, but
do
you're
like
eventually going to take the bot online and not do the thing that you do in fighting
and
games.
then I'll
that you
move on to
enjoy.
another character and learn that character and do the same thing.
Learn. The guy says learn. The guy says learn. How exactly are you learning a character by making a cheat out of it? So the guy. So the cheat
Can I
plays-
just ask? Would you do it for free?
Would I do it for free?
Yeah.
No.
For
No,
me,
it would not.
Of course.
Well, I mean, listen, fair enough, man. So you're more the monetary gain is obviously more important than the love of the game.
Yeah, absolutely.
So you don't love Tekken. Just say you don't love Tekken because you don't like Tekken at all. You don't like Tekken if you do something like this.
If I didn't like Tekken,
Just
I
be
wouldn't play
honest.
the game.
No, if you didn't,
maybe you
if
like it
if you
from
didn't,
some perverted perspective.
you're not
Sure,
playing
we
the
can say
in fact,
that.
in fact, you're not playing the game. You're watching a movie. The game plays for you. You're not playing the game. In fact.
Yeah, but I made the movie. That's
Okay, good
what I
point.
like about it.
Okay. Okay, Gamma. Okay.
No, that interesting.
I don't even know what to respond to this. I don't know.
Okay. Well, I mean,
Blackheart?
it sucks.
Bro.
It sucks that you're contributing to this game. I'll be honest with you. I wish that
Bro
you
is the
wouldn't,
Michael Bay of Tekken. Bro is the Michael Bay of Tekken. Okay.
You know, honestly, I feel like we've been talking a lot, but we haven't actually showcased the videos of what the script actually does, right? Blackheart.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, we can showcase them. I think you sent it to me earlier.
Yeah.
Uh,
Because I feel like we're getting sidetracked of the entire mission of this.
Yeah. Let's see how the cheat work. Yeah. Let's go. We didn't see that yet. Yeah.
Okay, cool. So I think these are some of these are Gamma's ones in here. Yeah, we've got a video from Gamma here. Gamma, you don't mind me playing your videos, do you?
No, I don't. Go ahead. I won't copyright strike or anything like that.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Wow.
Bro,
You're not like a Hawaiian drink. Hawaiian. Yeah.
All right, let's get let's quality a little
My
bit.
dear friend Booster Hawaiian
Mike?
drink.
Yes, Finn.
no, let's let that play. I'm sorry, I have something in chat.
Oh,
I'm gonna
Finn-
fucking explode in a minute.
Bad.
Finn is fucking depressed, bro.
Bro, some guy is making me fucking insane in the chat. I would ask Mike, like, bro, can this idiot join the call, please? I just want to know what is going on with his head, please. But it doesn't matter.
Wait,
It doesn't
just
fucking
before
matter.
we get there, Gamma, could you just like, is there anything to really talk through here? Anything to like?
It's
point
all
out?
automated. Everything you see here is automated. The movement,
Amazing.
everything, the combos.
Amazing. We are watching a movie. We're watching a movie. Nice.
So when you say automated, you just sitting back having a cigarette watching this happen.
I wouldn't smoke, but yes.
Wait. You
Oh
are telling
my
me
God.
everything.
Oh my
Wait. You are telling me everything here.
What do you mean?
This
So
is
are
a
you
bot
like, are you not
playing.
pressing
Yeah,
F1,
this is a bot
F2?
playing.
Oh wow, okay.
How good can you make this? Like, literally, how good can you make this? Like, can this bot? Okay, let me ask you this: can this bot on its own basically climb to like God and shit?
That's the plan.
What do you mean? That's the
Mamma mia.
Wait,
As I
so
say,
the,
you
play,
could-
the person he's playing is an actual God player, right?
It's a
He's playing the ghost.
It's a ghost. So I
Oh.
tested everything with the ghosts
For now.
for now.
Okay, so just to be clear to everyone watching, you're not touching anything. You're watching this.
Yes. And you see the menu covering my name? That's what the script, that's all the debug information.
Oh, Lordy.
And how long did it take for you to make Heihachi like this competent?
Right. Well, this is a very bad version of it, but the newer version is much better and it plays neutral. But this one I think took about 250 hours.
Right.
Where would you rank him?
250
Like,
hours of doing this.
Where would you rank him? Like, let's say you have to give this Heihachi
Probably-
a rank.
This one probably blue. The one above I would say purple gold.
Do you think how did like when you personally, right, when you look at the input sequences like of everything he does, is it spottable easily that this is a machine or programmed?
Yeah. It's hard to say.
Let's say not me, right? Let's say not me like an idiot. Let's say Coenji looks at this because he knows like some shit, right? I don't know to what degree, but let's say he looks at this. Would he be able to someone like him? Would he be able to spot like, okay, there's something really fishy going on? Can like someone?
I mean, without seeing inputs, I can't really
tell, to be honest.
Yeah, I can't tell. It looks like a person.
Honestly, since I'm a geek, actually, I would, of course, understand immediately that something is off. But guys, you need to reach my level, of course.
But this is a bot, and this is not like an official script, right?
Correct. This
So
is
can
not
you-
been sold. It's only me. Nothing's touched it.
Have you touched the official scripts?
Nope.
Can
give a
you-
comment on it.
But so you can't say anything about the official scripts.
Nope.
By the way, guys, the moment in which Fagumam was revealed, these guys on Discord said like, "Oh my god, we are so ready! Oh my god, Fagumam is gonna be so broken with Lua."
To be honest,
Amazing.
I kind of, when you look into this
Amazing.
world, like I get if you perceive Tekken from this very perverted perspective that you get excited about it. Like, oh,
Oh my god,
think about
I'm
everything
gonna.
we can code. Like the jet
Oh.
kick is gonna fuck people up. Like, ooh.
It's kind of like
It's-
Pokemon, isn't it? Like you're training your Pokemon.
Yeah. They are sitting in some really weird treehouse together and training their Tekken cards. Yeah. I don't
So,
know.
Gamma, is this more fun to you than actually like playing the game?
Yeah. The game frustrates the hell out of me. And I've hit my desk.
Based.
I've hit my desk so hard I've actually turned off my computer mid-rank.
I would
You
have
could now
wished
turn this
for you to
into-
destroy your computer, so you would okay.
You could turn this into a hero story now, actually, that, oh, you're fighting to destroy the evil that is Tekken 8.
Oh, hero my yes, hero my fucking yes.
He
hero.
could spin this, like
Hero
not the
my
hero,
ass.
it's not the hero we want, but it's the hero we need.
Ma
You know, like, he
vaffanculo,
could
vai.
do some
Ma
Dark
stai
Knight
zitto,
shit on this.
coglione. Stai zitto, coglione.
So
This is
what
how
are we
I would
looking
sell
at
it.
here?
Time to swipe.
Yeah, these are videos
This
with
is
cheats,
Nova.
Nova, yeah, Nova.
What the fuck?
I hate that the editing
Wait.
is actually oh my god, man. Oh my
Wait,
god.
Mike, is this? Wait, is
Yeah,
this
so-
a? What?
Yeah, so for
what you?
people that don't know what they're looking at here, these are how the combos work. F1
Can I
plus
see that?
F2.
What you're watching right now is an advert for a cheat,
Yeah.
and it starts with it. The start killed me, bro. Like,
Thank you
But
for the raid,
this
Danny.
one, if I believe, it's a free script. It's not even the official one.
Yeah.
So wait, is this the one that you used?
No.
So this is what you guys
Yo,
got whole ads for your thing.
Mike, wait. Yo, Skyler, thank you so much for the raid. Thank you so much. We are exposing a community of cheaters. So welcome in, guys. Welcome in. Oh
Mike,
my
can I
God,
swap
man.
out? What
Welcome, welcome,
TomTom
welcome in.
said he would like to join. I can swap out. I
Oh
have
my
done
God,
I have
man.
said everything
Oh
I
my
wanted to say.
TomTom wants to join the call.
Yeah,
Guys,
he even
guys, I want to give you some context. So basically, we are exposing a full-on community of cheaters, and there is plenty of material we are watching right now. So welcome everybody, raiders from Skyler. Welcome, guys. Welcome.
So okay, we'll get TomTom in here. Just give him the Discord link mods. But I just want to ask Gamma, like, so you guys have like full-on ads in the Discord to entice people to buy them.
Ah, man.
Uh,
Hello, Gamma. Hello.
Hmm? What? I wasn't
Okay,
paying
that's yeah,
attention.
okay.
no, I was just
What?
asking, like, do you guys have several ads like per character to entice people to buy these?
Oh, not at all.
No.
No.
Okay, so this is just separate then. This is somebody else, which is not good.
Crazy,
It's happening
crazy.
more,
okay. Let
What's
me
this?
just say my goodbyes. Very just 10 seconds. Check out Coenji, Emma Frost Marvel Rival costume on Tekken mods. Right, check him out. Chun-Li's Alpha costume is also where I do the ad. He would never do it, but I do it. I fucking do it. So check this shit out. Also, very good player. Has gotten I don't know how many characters yet to GOD. Kazuya, even without electric, good guy. I
Oh
always
man,
wanted to say this.
2,
Coenji,
3,
big
not
fan.
too much, not too many.
I just wanted
2,
to say
3,
it to. Hey, thank you, Coenji, for all your good shit. Honestly.
Appreciate it, man. Appreciate it.
Finn, why are you always gonna be a simp?
I for the right things you have to. Did you check the Marvel Rivals Emma Frost shit? Check this.
Finn has never glazed me once, but he's there glazing everybody else. I'm
I
so
gave you a
fucking
whole
jealous.
video as your birthday present. Don't forget
Yeah,
that.
you're right. It
Yeah,
was so
you're right.
good.
Yeah,
That
yeah,
video
yeah,
was so
see
good.
you.
Yeah. I jerked
night,
off
guys.
to that multiple times.
Good night.
Okay, let's go.
all right, Finn. Well, we'll catch you in a bit, bro. Oh, he's gone.
You soon,
Let
bro.
me just
See you soon,
read
bro.
these. super chats. Gamma, you're not
So-
allowed to have fun. Thank you
So
for the
by the way,
$2.
sorry,
one
Mike.
second, bro. And TomTom, thank you for the $5. Finty, somebody give me the Discord link. Yeah, send me a message on Discord and we'll get you in the
Oh,
call.
TomTom wants
TomTom,
to.
please,
wants to
TomTom,
argue.
don't forget that we are streaming. I know you like to use colorful language. We do appreciate
Yeah,
it.
please, TomTom, don't spam,
TomTom,
please.
please, like, I don't mind you speaking your mind, but try to not get my channel taken down, okay?
Our channel taken down.
Yeah, for Blackheart
Yes,
stream
do
as
not
well.
say any racial slurs. That would be bad.
Yeah.
So Blackheart, you did
Okay.
have footage of the official tool, right? Of official script.
Yeah, I sent Mike the official tool, that shows
Can we-
how the cheat works.
Can we look at that?
Yeah,
Yeah,
which
sure. Mike,
message is it?
Yeah. It's one of them. Come on.
Well, is
let
it a
me-
video?
It's a video. Yes, it's exposing Street Counter 1 or 2. I think one of the two. 1 or 2. I think 1. I think one of the videos I sent you, Mike. Let me just find it. Okay.
Yeah, because it's not one of these ones. That's not the name of the title.
Okay. Wait.
Oh, here it is.
Okay.
Exposing Street Counter Tekken.
Number
Street
1 or 2. Yeah, one of the two. Yeah, one of the two.
Okay.
Let's go, guys. We're doing this investigation for you, for the community. Please support us if you want. Oh my god, what do you guys think about all of this? What do you guys think? We showcased a lot of proof today, and cheats are advancing. What do you guys think of all of this? Are you flabbergasted? What do you think?
I'm not really flabbergasted. I mean, Bandai Namco's letting them do it, so. Do we need the sound on for this? Smashov, do we need the sound on for this video?
I think it's just the game audio.
Yeah, honestly, it's better, guys, to just play from PlayStation only, like no cross-platform. Honestly, we estimate about 1/10 of the player base being cheaters. So, like, I don't know, 10%. It's crazy, bro. It's crazy. It's honestly crazy. So he's showing how Tekken works. The tool that Keen guy was using, Tekken. Probably the one that also Faribor's using, maybe. Faribor's probably uses this tool, or maybe something like this.
Or it does not. We don't know what he uses.
Oh, he's independent from you guys.
Yeah, we don't
amazing.
know what the fuck he uses, to be completely honest with you. All we know is it's dog shit, and it can't be the official.
Right, okay.
Probably like just slaps together some random scripts.
Well, he's been
No,
doing it from
God.
Tekken 7, so I don't know.
Probably his own stuff. Yeah.
I doubt it. He's pretty fucking stupid, so.
Imagine, even the cheat makers hate Faribor's. Imagine how stupid that guy is. Imagine.
I like him. He's just stupid.
Why is he stupid?
Amazing.
I mean,
Huh?
Oh, man, say it. You're not scared of him, are you?
Fori? No.
Why is he still? I'm just curious, guy, because you guys are all cheaters, but you think he's stupid.
Oh yeah,
What's
no.
the-
You think
what's the-
cheaters like other cheaters? Absolutely not.
That's.
I don't know, man. This is new to me, but I don't know why you think he's stupid, though.
I
This
mean,
feels like
have
a
you
favorite
seen his
game.
gameplay?
No,
I
I've
watched-
never watched the Pharaohs match.
He played against Kunai, Schizophrenic 69, and I just
Mm.
watched him walk into launchers. It was really funny.
Because without the cheats, he cannot do anything. Not even one combo, not even one poke. He cannot do anything without the cheats, Faribor's. That's why.
Fair enough. So what are we
So
looking at
basically,
here?
if you look at this shit, you just saw like the cheat was activating not every time, and you also see it like hit counters. So you see Kazuya trying to go for a hell sweep, and you see
Amazing.
Fang immediately hop kicking, right?
Amazing.
So
Amazing.
it just knows, okay, this move is coming out at this much frames. This is the correct distance. All right, I can hop kick. So
Yeah.
the bot knows it has to hop kick, and it just hop kicks. And it's not a bot, it's a script. So you can play it yourself and you can set it to legit settings. And then it would be like steroids to your own gameplay, right?
Right. And
Insane,
he's gone
insane.
into rank now, right? Is
No,
this-
player
is this
match,
rank?
player match.
Oh, it's player match. Okay.
I mean, it's not. Yeah, Smashov showcased this by going into player match. So I'm sorry to the player that won against. Yeah.
It's just I can see how it would make you.
I have to
super
re-enable my counter hit script. I forgot about that. Thank you for reminding me.
Oh god, do you hear that, Bandit Namco?
We are getting shitted on our face, and we are liking it so much. It's unbelievable. It's unbelievable.
Mr. Moss, thanks for the 499. As a PC player, I'm officially cooked. Yeah, shouts to the PC players. This is the bullshit you're gonna have to deal with. My crossplay has been turned. I haven't played it since season 2 came out, but when Fuck Around comes out, unless I'm playing with the community, my crossplay will remain turned off. I'm not dealing with this bullshit. That's the only thing that you can really do.
So wait, go back. In the video, go back. So, do you see Kazuya press a button and Fang automatically does like forward 3-4? So it's somewhere here, right? Look, boom, immediately, bro.
So it recognizes the distance and it punishes for you.
Yeah, exactly, and it will always be a correct punish. So he's not gonna hop kick and do a hop kick that's not close enough, right? It knows what option works because it can like read the distance of the move.
That value is like easily available as well because they use it for like it's used for like a bunch of other things in the game as well. So it's not like one of those. There's not like it's not hard to get that value basically.
Yeah, Fang is using this. Yes.
So right now this Fang has enhancements, and after this match we go into the replay and we can check the command history, right? And then we can see if it looks legit or not.
Let me load.
And then you can basically like you could skip. You could skip to the part where it's the replay and you can see all the inputs. Maybe that's better.
Yeah, go on the replays, Mike. Maybe
it's somewhere all the way to at the end. Yeah.
Yeah, I've got to lower the quality so it doesn't skip around. Is TomTom in here? Oh no, okay, he's in the backstage. So we'll just do this segment, then we'll add TomTom in so he can say his piece. I don't think we've had TomTom on before. All right, so this is the replay.
So can you say anything looking at the frames, Mike? Because for me the screen is very low quality.
I can see the pixels.
The quality is low because of StreamYards, but they get the gist basically. Like they get the gist of what it's doing.
Yeah, so instead of it being with like the auto combos before,
quality is not
like
very good, guys. I'm sorry. Quality is not very good. Guys. Sorry, guys.
Yeah, the quality is shit because of fucking StreamYards. This thing you'd think it'd be better. Let me see if that's any better. Might start skipping around a little bit.
But Mike can see it, so he can give us inputs on the frames that he sees. So if you would see this, would you think it's not legit?
If I saw this, I don't think I'd be able to tell. I'll be honest with you.
Right?
They seem normal inputs. They seem like a normal.
Yeah,
legit
it looks
inputs.
normal to me.
Crazy.
Like just check out the punishes and shit.
Yeah, it all looks normal to me. Like
everything looks very normal, right? Because here it's legit settings. So this is a scenario where a good player uses this.
Legit settings makes it so that it still cheats, but makes you seem like a legit player, because there are delayed reactions. You don't block everything. That's how they work.
Yeah, you don't duck everything, right?
Crazy.
It looks legit because he's getting hit, but he's where it counts. He's doing the right punishes.
Yeah, only when it counts.
So wait, go back. This is interesting as well. So Steve does this move from stance. It's like This you see, he did not. It's a move that has a follow up, but he didn't do the follow up, so the bot immediately punished.
It detected he didn't put the input in.
Yeah,
Right.
and it immediately punished. So that's very unnatural, right?
My God, man. My fucking God, man.
Yeah, we're cooked. Well, PC players are anyway. I'm turning crossplay off. So that's the end of this video.
Yep.
Right, I'm gonna bring TomTom in to just say his.
I'm
piece.
Here we
grabbing
go.
it, right?
Here we
Yeah,
go.
no problem.
All right, can you
TomTom,
hear me?
happy to have you on the podcast, bro.
Oh, thank you. Can you hear me?
Yo,
Yeah, yeah,
TomTom,
yeah.
what's up, bro? What's up, bro?
Hold on. Is my mic working?
Yes.
Yeah, we can
Yeah.
hear you.
Okay. Okay, let's start. I'm not gonna get y'all demonetized unless I feel like it's necessary.
No, man, please.
I'm fucking with you. But Gavin, what you said about like you creating your own movie and shit with like this Tekken crap, shove it up your ass. Shove it up your ass. At best, you are creating a bootleg. At best. Shove it up your fucking stinking ass.
It's like one of those Indian action movies
You are so fake, bro. I like the game, but I'm playing a game that I know I shouldn't be playing. But hey, I'm a cheater. I'm lazy. I can't put soap and water into a frame trap with my ass cheeks to get it clean. I'm that type of person. Shut the hell up with like this fake ass appreciation for the game. You don't appreciate shit. You're lazy. You're fat. You're unhealthy. Shut it.
Is that it?
Yes, you stink.
Okay.
Yeah, bro, I know.
I do think Gamma's a piece of shit, but I do also feel like we need to respect. I do think we need to respect him for being on there and answering questions.
No, I will never respect him. Never.
Just he could also like not be here and answer.
Yeah, I know, but I will never respect him.
Even when he's here or not, a cunt and an absent cunt is still a cunt. At the end of the day, it don't matter. It's the same thing. Tomato, tomato. But, bro, I gotta know something. How on earth do you have a mother that raised you well, but it's not even her fault that she didn't raise you right. It's her fault that God didn't bless her with a no gag reflex, so that way she could have swallowed you. Dude, you are such a bitch, Gammy. You are such a bitch. Going like, oh, I'm gonna learn it eventually. I'm gonna learn how to play a game eventually. You sound like a crack addict. Oh,
I didn't say that. First of all,
eventually, one day, sooner or later, maybe, possibly. But you know what? That crack too good, baby. I gotta have another taste. Shut up. Get off your ass. Learn the game. Learn how to wash your ass. Can you do that for me? No, you can't because you're lazy. And you're fat. And you're probably ugly and you can't get no bitches.
I mean, okay. Is that all?
Yeah.
Okay.
Can't say I don't. Can't say I disagree, but okay.
Yeah, I don't disagree either. But yeah.
Come on. How many times we gotta teach you this lesson, old man? Come on, man. Just put the fries in the fucking bag at this point.
Too late.
Just go and do something productive.
Alexa,
go to
stop.
the gym. Hell, you know what? Planet Fitness has pizza night Mondays, bro. It actually encourage you, bro. They got showers, they got pizza. Come on, man. You can do that.
I mean, let's not call other countries pizza, but okay.
I just feel like roasting, honestly.
Let's call it a pie with some toppings out of that, but okay.
Yeah.
No, just a quick consideration. But
I'm
okay.
sorry, this big back activity, bro. This shit pisses me off because it's hackers like this dude that got a fucking ego for no reason. I'm not saying him in particular. I mean, he may not have an ego, may not, but like, dude, there's so many people like him that actually think he's good, that actually thinks he knows how to play the game. He really fucking doesn't. Oh, I make my own movies. Shut the hell up.
Yeah,
but
bro,
anyways,
I know.
I'm going easy. If I really want to go hard at this channel,
no, please.
But Gamma, is it for you? You're not trying to learn the game. I think you're just trying to make money off of it, right?
Yeah, I mean,
that's getting paid.
Yeah, I mean, nothing wrong with that in my eyes.
Being a cunt.
Money's money. Yeah, no. I can be a cunt all I want, dude.
But that's the same as being a prostitute, right?
That's
When you say that.
No, a
That's
prostitute
forward.
would be selling your body. I'm selling code. There's a difference
So
here.
you're a fat OnlyFans chick.
But
I
it's
didn't
just
know
like
I-
saying, I'm just making money, so whatever, right? But
Yeah.
So
I was
that's
gonna say, if,
that's why I said that.
if Bandai Namco wasn't like incompetent, they could end your life for this, you know. Not like actually like end your life, but you know, there is people that have
Getting a hit on me.
sold cheat software before for like Nintendo,
Oh.
right?
Yeah, honestly, all of this is illegal. Is illegal, of course. So
I was gonna
if
say
they
people
actually
have
wanted to-
sold cheat stuff for Nintendo. There was like a like kind of like a tool that allowed you to like pirate games and all that stuff. The person that
Yeah,
was
more
not
like
even the
gambling.
person that was making the code, the person that was selling it got into so much trouble with Nintendo. He's indebted to them for life. You know? Like this
yeah, but
is
imagine if Namco actually does something. Imagine.
well, this is the thing, they don't do anything. So
Exactly.
but even that it's
So-
like why would like
So
I
of
don't know.
course,
I don't
yeah.
understand the mindset. I
No,
don't.
the problem is, of
really
course, we
quiet.
have zero power. We have zero power over these people.
He's
of
probably
course.
taking a shower for the first time.
So, so of course, what can we do? The only thing we can do is just to raise awareness of these guys and try to tell people, be aware of this situation and so on. And these people say on their Discord, yeah, in this way they are promoting us. No, we don't. Because if people want to cheat, they will always cheat, no matter what we do. But what we do is promoting our ideas about all of this is trash, all of this is bad, and we're just trying to make Namco aware, I guess. But
I was gonna say, Nagamo, the obviously cheating stuff aside, being fucked up and all that shit, you could have done like AI programming stuff for games.
Probably.
You know, you could have earned like there's like good jobs for that in
He could
America.
wash his ass too.
As I say, if money is like kind of like the motivator for this, it's like I don't know why you wouldn't maybe look into doing that stuff. You know, there's good money to be earned from doing it,
He got a girlfriend.
not from like a
Listen, it was
cheating.
either making Tekken script or scamming children on Roblox. There was no other way.
Yo, you could have
Wait.
bought some pussy.
what the fuck? What the fuck?
Wait, why were those your only two options?
There could be so many options. There could be so many options in life. So many options.
Credit card.
Wait, okay, hold on. Before anyone says anything, so let's say that you weren't able to successfully do the cheats on Tekken. Would you have scammed kids on Roblox?
Yeah, absolutely. That's like free money, dude.
Oh my god!
Don't you?
If you're asking where my
Free
moral
mouth.
compass is,
Yeah.
Free money, but
Go
kids
on.
Bin, bro.
So yeah, I think it's clear Gamma's a piece of shit that has no morals.
Mike, can you please?
From the get-go,
Mike,
right?
can you
Hold on,
please?
hold
Can you
on,
please
hold on.
kick this guy out of this conversation, please? He's just
I
a
just want
cringe
to ask
lord, please.
you. I want to just ask you, like, if
He
you had
serves
kids,
zero
wouldn't you feel
purpose.
bad if that
Summer
happened?
ends.
no, that's a learning experience.
Okay, okay. If he doesn't drop out of the call, I'm dropping out of the call now.
Wait,
really.
Blackheart, I just want to ask him. I just want to ask him a question on this Roblox thing. I'm really curious. Like, don't you like feel like you have a responsibility as an adult to do right by people on even a basic level?
Mike,
Yeah, I've tried
you're
that.
Wait, Blackheart,
It
wait,
doesn't
hold
work.
on.
It just doesn't work. I've tried that approach. It doesn't work. I don't care about what other people think. I'm looking out for myself and myself only.
Okay,
that
but you
make
said that you've got a fiance, right?
Yep.
But what if someone did this shit to her?
Did what shit?
Like scammed her, whatever scam it might be.
I mean, what am I going to do about it?
Not be a cunt.
But do you feel like you should like do you feel like you should operate in the same fashion as somebody that would scam your fiance?
No, it's not the same. Listen, Roblox is different, but it's
But you understand those kids are getting the money from
Their
either mum or
parents.
dad, right? So
Yep.
in essence, if you and your
Yeah,
fiance had kids, they'd be scamming you guys.
yeah.
So like you see the problem, right?
Oh, I see the problem. I just don't care about said problem.
Because you're a bitch.
Huh?
Yes.
If you mind me asking, how old
Bro
are you?
said yes. Bro
I
said
am
yes.
25.
Damn,
He's
same age as-
25.
Um,
He's a
same
grown
age as
man.
me?
Yes.
too late.
Same age as me? Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Mike, I honestly, I don't know if we should continue this. Honestly, I think it's just.
I'm just curious because
No, but I
like,
think it's just rage baiting us at this point. I guess.
I'm not.
I don't think
Well,
he is rage baiting. I don't think he
it's-
is.
He's honestly answering questions about it. Yeah.
He's not even funny, bro. He's not even fun. He's just a
No,
cringe lord.
Blackheart, I don't
It's,
think he's rage baiting. I think that he's being honest. I know it's crazy to listen to, but it's that we're getting in the peek into a mind of would it be fair to, like, no offense, Gamma, but just out of curiosity, would it be fair to call you a sociopath?
I
No.
call him a bitch.
I agree with TomTom here, you know. A bit.
Bitch.
Sure.
What?
Punk ass motherfucker.
Mike, I'm cringing so hard. Please, bro.
Wait,
please.
why do you agree? Okay, wait, do you just why do you? So TomTom thinks that you're a bitch. You also think?
Oh,
you're
I
a
know
bitch.
he's a bitch. That is a fact, backed up with statistics, data, and evidence.
I'm more or less playing with TomTom. I don't give a fuck what he says, dude.
No, I'm no. Okay, fine. You don't care what he says, but what I'm saying is, do you not think that it's fair to call you a sociopath on like some, or like, would you?
What
How would you
tendencies do I have?
categorize yourself? Because like you're saying that you have no care for anybody, really. I don't know
Big
how
fake
far
bitch.
that extends. Does it extend beyond scamming people? Like, do you not care if people get hurt as well?
You know, they used to call me Scammer on my YouTube channel.
Yeah. Right.
That's it. Yeah.
All right. By the way, guys, I have to work and get up in about like 5 hours.
I also would like to eat something, so I'm popping off.
Take a
All
shower.
right. No
Yep.
problem. No problem.
I think it's best. I
time's
think
perfect,
it's
I think.
best. I think it's probably best. Yeah.
All right, nice talking to y'all.
I was about to leave. I was about to leave. Honestly,
All right.
I was about to leave.
Cool.
All right. So I just want to ask if I can contribute anymore, or anybody
Okay,
has some
Yeah, I
questions,
thi-
or I'm going to leave.
I think you're cool, bro. I think you explained all what you wanted to say.
Yeah, no, I appreciate you being on, bro. I do appreciate you coming forward with all of that information. So, yeah. Wait, who just left? Oh, was it him? Did someone else leave?
TomTom.
TomTom
Oh,
left. Yeah.
Tom. Oh, yeah. Okay, cool. Yeah. Well, look, listen. I appreciate you coming on Smashov. I personally forgive you for all of that. Like, if you're saying you didn't cheat in tournament, I'm just gonna take your word for it. I hope that you didn't, and just please don't do it again, bro. Like, we've got enough problems in the Tekken scene as it is.
Yeah. In my take instead of you, Smashov, of course, I thank you for all what you did, snitching on the cheating community. I'm still gonna have an eye on you because I want to see what you do. I
For sure,
trust
bro.
you.
For sure,
I
bro.
trust you, bro. But really, don't drop my guard off, okay? Because
Yeah, for sure. I'm going to push fucking Romp to Judy when he comes out.
Okay.
So yeah, people can check me out, and
We will.
I think that will answer every question. And
Okay.
yeah, man, that's that. Other than that, I thank you as well, Blackheart, for having me here, and Mike Hollow. And I think, like I said, as final words regarding the cheating as it is of now, it's a huge problem. Like I said, you can't actually see what's going on. So I hope something gets done because it's killing the game. It's like 10% of the player count, probably because the player count is so low right now, and like 10% of it is actually cheaters. So that's crazy as fuck.
Mm.
But
Well,
yeah, other than that, I'm happy I could contribute.
Contribute.
Yeah. I'm not English. I'm in the Netherlands, so.
Okay. No, that's
Yeah,
cool,
yeah,
man.
yeah.
I appreciate you being on.
But I'm out, guys.
All right, man.
Have
Take care.
a good one.
Bye, bro. Bye.
See you in a bit. All right. Well,
Okay.
so Gamma. So yeah, no, it was interesting to listen to what Gamma had to say. I obviously believe I asked him if he's a sociopath because I thought I don't know if he knows what it is, but I personally think he's a because a sociopath doesn't care if they do right or wrong, and they don't really care who it affects or who it hurts. So
Honestly, Mike, if you want my take, but again, I told you this before. I wouldn't have personally invited the guy, but again, I wouldn't have invited him if it was for me, because I think it's a disgusting being for what he does and for the things he says, for how he operates. But I still kind of respect that at least he showed up and said what he had to say. I wouldn't have
the
invited
thing
him.
is, Blackheart, is that like it's all well and good to sit here and talk about these people and talk about these things, but it's good to actually speak to these people and get into the minds
Oh, I get what you say.
and understand how they work, because we engage with this topic so much and it's such a prevalent problem in the scene that having one of the you'd probably call him one of the figureheads or one of the faces of this issue, especially of this one, having him on here to speak. I mean, we could have probably guessed that people that cheat don't have any regard for anyone else. That much is obvious, but just listening to them and hearing them say that that they have loads of workarounds for other anti-cheats, and that the game is essentially cooked for PC players, and that there are going to be updates to the cheats. It's good for the community to know, because not all of us get along, but we all agree this is wrong. It's good for them
Of
to
course.
know what these guys are planning on doing. And to be fair to Gamma, as much as I don't like a lot of what he said, the reason I didn't pop off at him is that there's really no point. There's zero point in popping off at them because they don't care what we have to say. We might as well have a conversation and get as much information as possible.
No, the only
now
thing
we
is
know
that
we know that they're going to
no.
be updating the script, so we know that we're in for it basically.
No, the only thing I have to say is that I agree with you, but I think he wasn't serious for most of the conversation. I think he wanted to, I don't know, he wanted to troll us. I don't think he was serious. I think he just is discussing what we do. Like he continuously mocks us on the Discord, so I think he came just to promote himself, basically what he does. But maybe I'm wrong. I mean, it's just that I found it useless. I found his presence useless because he didn't add anything to the conversation, and he was just trolling most of the time. So I don't know.
Well, I mean, he didn't mock us here. He didn't say anything to mock me here, I don't think. If he was trolling, then it is what it is. But at the end of the day, we know that they're cheating. Bandai Namco needs to see this. It's a big issue with the game. Even if there is going to be workarounds to the cheats, for the cheaters to work around the anti-cheat, so as long as they do something.
I think that's the main important thing. Like the fact that they haven't done anything. As I was saying before, like the only thing that they've implemented basically is again the stuff that prevents you from using boss characters, and that was there since the launch of the game. And obviously, that's good. We haven't had any boss characters around. That's good. But like when it comes to reading inputs and all that stuff, I think one of my friends told me, like, I think when Hayachi came out, they did like a change of like a format, but obviously people were still cheating. So how good was that in the grand scheme of things? So even adding, just as I said before, adding like at least EAC, they do it with all their other games. Yes, some of those games it works out really well. Some of those games it doesn't really do much, but the fact that it's there, at least there's something that is kind of like protecting the door a bit.
Yeah, exactly. There's
It's
no
like
door.
it's better than nothing, right? It's better than it just being literally just open for people to just inject any sort of script, do whatever, right? Especially for like you have this online game and all this stuff. It's like they don't have stuff to. I'm pretty sure they don't even have stuff to protect. Like, for example, if you wanted to cheat Tekken coins and all that stuff, no sort of system for that. Don't know why.
Ask Blackheart. Ask Blackheart if button biting is cheating. Why? Why would I think it's cheating?
Button binders are cheating.
Why would I think it's cheating, bro? What is the assumption?
GGB, thank you for the $2. What do the cheaters think of Ghost Battle?
Amazing.
I mean, they kind of answered that earlier because they use it to test the bot, so it's a training tool for them essentially. Mr. Moss, thank you for the $5. TomTom line delivery is too funny. TomTom had me sweating, bro. I thought my channel was about to disappear. TomTom, thank you for the $5, bro. See you guys, chat. See you guys. The channel is still here. Well, we'll see in the morning, I guess. We'll see in the morning. It should be okay though. Other than that, I don't think there's anything else to really talk about, guys.
No, I
Tekken's
think
running like
we
3 hours.
explained all the main points. So I'm pretty tired too. So I'm probably gonna head out now too. So
All right, cool, bro.
I will
yeah.
also
So
disappear.
guys, thank you everybody for helping us in this investigation. Thank you for everybody who watched this thing. Thank you, Michael, again for having me on the channel, bro. And we did this thing together as always. So I'm very happy of this friendship that is going to help the community maybe in a better place. I hope. So
I
I
hope.
really, yeah,
We'll see in
I'm
it.
really,
We'll see if Ban and Namco pay any attention to any of this.
yeah, and also thank you everybody. Thank you everybody in chat, to both of us and the other channels. Thank you everybody for helping us in this investigation. And I don't know, I think we did a good job. Man. I'm very happy of what we did today, as always.
Yeah.
So I'm leaving you guys for now. Okay. Love you, Ben. Love you. Thank you.
Alright,
Thank
guys.
you, everybody. Thank you.
Take
Have
care,
a
guys.
nice.
As well. Thank you
care,
for having
take
me on here. Appreciate it.
No
Let's
worries,
go.
guys.
Even though Coenji, please stop playing. Are you still playing Atusena, Coenji?
Yeah, I think as I've always said, I've never downplayed the character. I've always said
Yeah.
she's a very strong character.
You're not like Evil 46 then. Okay.
She is.
Okay.
She has always been strong, but yeah, I still play the character. But
Okay.
yeah,
Cringe character, but okay, love you.
cringe. But as I was saying before, the stuff that obviously you two have been doing on fully documenting, especially you, Blackheart, documenting all of this stuff.
Yeah, man, you have no idea. I watched the whole Smashov video today, all like reading message after message and screenshotting the most important things. My eyes were not eyeing anymore at a certain point, but I'm very happy what we did today. So yeah. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Coenji. Thank you so much, bro.
No worries.
Mike, I'm gonna leave you guys now. Okay.
All right, guys. Take care of yourselves. I'll catch you both in a bit.
Take care, guys. Take care. Take care.
All right, guys. Well, that was the pod. The Tekken talk is in 3.5 hours. I am going to try and get some sleep and then wake up to stream it. So if you want to come by and watch it with me, although I will say, I make no promises. I'm going to set my alarm, I'm going to make a cup of tea, get myself out of bed. So I am going to try and get up to stream it. So if you want to come by and check the channel in about 3.5 hours, I should be streaming it. There is a chance that I won't wake up because I do have work in the morning. We'll see in it, but I should be okay. I feel all right. So thanks for the super chat, guys. I appreciate it as always. I hope if you guys want to clip this podcast and you want to use it on your channels, anything that you want to use on this podcast, I don't even care if you re-upload the whole thing to your channels. If you want to re-upload it on Twitter, do what you want to do with it. The idea is to make Bandai Namco aware of the situation, and hopefully they can just put something up, man. Put a gate up. If the cheaters cheat and they get around it, fine, but at least put something up. So feel free. I don't copyright strike people anyway, but feel free to take the podcast and do what you want with it, and try to get it out there to as many people as possible. If you want to do reaction videos to it, I don't mind. It doesn't bother me. But I appreciate you guys as always. I'll hopefully see you guys for the Tekken summer updates. Better be fucking substantial, Mr. Murray and Harada. It better be, because we are not in a good spot right now. We are not in a good spot. But till then, guys, I'll see you guys in about 3.5 hours. Take care of yourselves and peace.